All right,
Yeah.
time for the weekly reminder. Mental health is important. If you're experiencing any type of mental distress or unease, seek help. Therapy, medications, everyone's unique, needs their own particular blend of things, but it really does help. It's pretty much the only reason I haven't gone insane since COVID hit in 2020. Kind of regardless of where you are, there should generally be professionals in your local area who can help. There is a Wikipedia link down below with crisis lines for all around the world, all kinds of countries. If you're in the U.S., you can call or text 988. And if you are a part of the Saga community and under the age of 25, you can also contact the Trevor Project for discreet help in case you're living in a household where you can't quite come out and be yourself yet. With that being said, this is an 18 and up show. We do not watch our language. Sometimes we're super crass, other times we're not. Sometimes it's just innuendos. Sometimes it's fuck yous. You can also check out down below. We got links for Ko-Fi, Throne, social medias, surveys, all kinds of fun stuff down there. But the best way you can really help is just follow, subscribe, tell your friends. If you enjoy it, they probably will too if they're into D&D and this sort of storytelling. And with that all said, welcome back to the Highroad of Maluviette, a high fantasy 5e campaign that stands as the first of 4 20-level campaigns we hope to get through as part of the Forgotten Deity story. Our adventurers consist of retired heroes and folk with something to prove as they travel an 1,800-mile stretch of mountain road that used to serve as a trade route between 2 countries. Their goal is to clear it out and make it accessible again. They have to contend with the standalone problems on the high road, mysterious purple crystals known as Torment Fragments, and both player and characters sharing a body. As for a lovely recap of what we did last session, you all had just finished up everything in that tunnel system with the slimes, fought off mutated black dragon, saved it from death by ripping a torment fragment out of its neck and shoving a hope fragment in it instead. You continued down the tunnels, hearing the roaring you had first heard when you entered the tunnels, indicating that that black dragon was not the source. After finding another loosed tunnel that seemed to be perfectly circular and with reasonable concern that that might be a purple worm, you ultimately chose to travel down and see what was there. When you got down there, you noticed the most fucked up and massive-looking wyvern you have ever seen. This thing had been fully and thoroughly mutated by the Torment Fragment sitting in its hoard. Hello, Star.
Welcome.
Got sidetracked with more tonight, so sorry.
All good. All good.
Can we
Yeah.
start?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of the recap right now, actually.
Oh, well, perfect, thanks.
Yeah. With that, the hermit got a bad feeling and actually felt the need to tell everyone, hey, don't touch this thing. We need to try not to wake it up. Ultimately, you all prepared for Captain Flowers to try lassoing and wrangling up this thing, to which you successfully lassoed it, but its strength was far too much for you to be able to actually control it compared to its size, seeing as it was basically a stack of sedans on top of each other and next side by side with each other. Saw 20 foot by 30 foot in length when you included its stinger, and standing about 15 foot up on all fours. You did discover as it was waking up there was a torment fragment in the pile of loot and managed to scoop it up. After looking at it later, you discovered it was not a torment fragment. We will get back to that. You tried to fight it off, and quite the valiant effort, honestly. 5 rounds of fighting a challenge 16 creature. Multiple almost going down, the hermit rezzing people. Ultimately, you guys had to choose to flee down the tunnels with the plan of caving it in so that the Torment Wyvern could not get to the main tunnel. As you reached the end and collapsed it, you all realized the hermit was behind the Wyvern in this escape and had been collapsed inside the tunnel. Though there was a moment of, somberness for losing him, with a plan to possibly come back and kill or save this wyvern later, and save him, seeing as he's immortal and probably would still be alive, he just popped up in the tunnel, kind of freaking out, and very glad he knew he could teleport thanks to Twilight's abuse back in the Wizard's Tower. You ended up kind of dumping out all the loot that was collected, and noticed that the torment chunk you found was considerably larger than a fragment. It seemed to be about the size of 5 of the fragments. You did do just a wee bit of testing on it, trying to put like a ruby next to it and see if it did anything to non-magical objects. It did seem to naturally enhance the energy flowing through it, but not to any real effect. You did, however, also try to place it against tetracite, which you saw the tetracite began to pull in matter from around it and convert it into more tetracite, causing it to grow. As you were holding the tetracite, it even began to eat through glove and skin to do so. causing you to drop it. The Torment chunk, luckily, in your bag, had not made contact with the Torment Fragment in there, or the other Torment chunk, let me correct that. And it didn't come into contact with anything else more serious. You all have been kind of sitting around, taking a break, finishing dividing out the treasure, and that is where we start. But we should actually start with dividing out how much gold, copper, etc. each of you got from this mission. Star, I have already added the rewards that you got from it to your character sheet. But each of you got 41,950 copper pieces, 14,016 silver pieces, 3,313 gold, 220 platinum. Pius, you got a diamond worth 300 gold pieces for that Revivify. Twilight, you also got one. I did put them in the rewards channel, so you can go in there and actually look at the numbers if you still need to add them. And for Wrath, since he is the one that counts through everything, you have 3 copper, 3 gold, and 3 platinum in addition to those numbers. Those were the remainder amounts from it.
Sweet.
Now, the treasure that hasn't actually been divided out is 3 pounds of tetracite, 1 bottle of tetra oil, and 6 chunks of Damascus at 2 pounds each. So, 12 pounds of Damascus.
What is Damascus?
Basically a type of metal. It's a fairly rare and fairly valuable metal as it's used to create sturdier and stronger blades. It's also very delicious for people like Pius, that is.
Don't want to meet it.
6 pounds is kind of only enough to make, like, you can't quite make, like, a great sword or something, but you can make smaller metal weapons out of. Actually, 12 pounds? That's actually... No, that's about right for a great sword. So, yeah, you have enough Damascus to make one two-handed weapon, basically. Or, like, 2 one-handed weapons. Or Pius just has some really good eats for a bit.
That's gonna hurt coming out, though.
We'll have to fight for it.
Okay, let's fight. Right fucking now. Let's go.
What up, I'm still adding, buddy?
No.
Yeah, so it's up to you guys how you're going to divide out the tetracite, tetra oil, and Damascus. And that's where we can start for today, before we get into anything serious.
It's already gotten serious.
The fight for the metal is serious. Captain Flowers is just sitting here watching the fight, knowing that no matter what, he's the one that's going to end up working with it. Even if it's to make it into better chunks for Pius to eat.
He's just polishing it right now. Don't worry, it'll be over soon. It's okay, little one. Yarr.
Okay, cool. Okay, money is added. Do you know how many heads I could cleanly chop with this? So many enemies would fail, so many monsters would go down. The missions would be simpler. You would just eat it.
Pius, you're pretty sure that it's enough Damascus that if you were to, like, eat it all at once, you'd probably shit out another weapon made of it.
I could make another weapon.
But you won't.
Do it! Eat it!
I tell you what, we'll play rock, paper, scissors.
Arm wrestle.
Oh, what kind of odds are those? How about the first one to take out Twilight?
Deal.
I like it. Oh, come on.
This is a good deal. Hi.
I cast tungsten ball sack.
Is this happening? Are we going at Twilight right now?
No.
Okay.
I won't eat it for now.
I'm watching. I'm watching.
All of the motherfuckers.
But just remember, I don't have to sleep.
But I can have Captain start working on it now.
True.
I mean, that would require stopping midday of your travels.
The God in the sky is telling the truth, but that still, works along the way. When we go to stop, I can have him start working on it already. That kind of deal. Come on, beneficial, more weapon. I can take front.
While this conversation is happening, Wrath just kind of reaches down, picks up the bottle of oil, and looks at everyone and kind of shakes it in the air.
I hold out my alchemy jug and stick that a little bit. Like, motioning to you, like, hey.
Wrath puts it in his bag. You realize that thing fills itself, and you would have to get rid of it out of that thing in order to get anything else in your jug, right?
I think it's empty.
Right, so what are you going to do next time I say mayonnaise, and this is in it?
Oh, that would be problematic, since it, magically makes whatever was in it before disappear. I am kind of curious how that tastes, though. Do you think that it tastes like skin, or vegetable oil, or...
What the?
I want to take a taste of it.
Wrath pulls out his smaller little vials, and he just puts a little bit in it and hands it over.
Can I cast Detect Poison on it?
Yeah. It'd burn another spell slot, but you are capable of doing such, I believe.
Yes, I do.
Right? I think
Yeah.
you chose to switch that out as a prepared spell. Let me double check if you actually have that prepared today. Because I believe you do. I'm just not 100% sure. Come on, load! 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 You do not have Detect Poison currently
Shit.
there.
Can I add it? wait.
You would need to get through a sleep before you do that.
Okay, so we haven't taken a sleep yet. I thought we
No,
woke up.
you haven't. You guys got back to the entrance after collapsing. You got back to the main tunnel after collapsing the side one. You guys have just been kind of sitting around taking a break.
And I can't change it out on the short rest, just the long, huh?
Yep, just along.
Fuck it, I'll just drink it. And look, does anybody else have a Detect Poison?
Nope.
Do your thing.
No. But
Okay.
I'll revive you if you die.
Will we, though?
Maybe.
Alright. Possibly.
I
do-
have a proposition for you, Pius.
I do want you to roll a Constitution save for me, Twilight.
Yes, Tempest?
My old scythe. I will give you the scythe of the Dolahan. Eat that metal. Have fun with that. And now I will take this Damascus.
Oh. But wouldn't that leave you without a weapon?
She has two sides.
Okay. But yeah, I would love to.
Here you go. We're Dolahan scythe. I'm going to take this Damascus. Whatever happens is up to the gods.
Whatever happens.
He's eating
is-
it like a corn on the cob, by the way. Or like a quarter of watermelon. That's how he's eating it. This side.
All right. All right, Twilight, are you going to let that roll of 13 stand, or are you going to re-roll it with Lucky?
Yeah, I'll let it stand.
Let it stand at 13?
Because I'm actually out of lucky beat.
All right. You are poisoned until you poop again, basically. So until tomorrow, until the next day, you are poisoned, which just means you have disadvantage on a whole lot of shit, including shitting.
Oh, God.
But all of you do get to see something very interesting happen to her as the magic of the oil is processing in the body. As for kind of how it goes down in tastes, it tastes very earthy, kind of a blend of sand and stone in flavor and texture, but it slides down how you would imagine, oh, come on, where'd the word go? Plasma to run. And you can feel the energy from it kind of crackling through your body, and all of you kind of see her entire body start to glow pink for
I'm glowing.
for about a minute. And when
Do I notice
she
it?
stops, oh yeah, you definitely notice that you're glowing. You definitely notice it.
Is the wings going too?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Tell me that these stats are in here.
So I guess Star will now sing the Tangled song, Flower Gleam and Glow, let my power shine.
And we add to your list of racial features, dark vision to 120 feet. As when she
Me?
stops, yes. As when she stops glowing, you notice that the, milky white orbs for eyes she has, very angelic in nature, seem to be a much cleaner white and seem to almost softly glow. As it mixed with the magic of the angelic blood in her and enhanced her angel lineage even further.
Holy shit.
Not Eurovision, what the hell, autocorrect?
So is this a permanent
It's a terrible
feature,
movie.
or is
Yes.
this until I'm just poisoned?
Yes, you now have dark vision to 120 feet.
Oh,
So you don't need a light source to see in the dark. As for pious pooping, I need a couple of percent rolls from you, Bias.
Alright. You said a couple?
Yes, give me 2 of them.
Should I mute you guys while I eat this? While I eat my food?
Don't mute us, mute yourself. Because if
Well,
you
I mean,
deafen,
is it
you won't hear us, and you need
Is it
to be
gonna
able to hear
get
us.
graphic, or am I gonna lose my lunch?
No.
Okay.
52, that is going to be an armor.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I forgot how I did the tables. I actually need you to roll a d12 and a d10. Alright, so you consumed a fairly large amount of metal by eating this scythe, and it is somewhat inherently magical. So you ended up producing rare, and you produced a Helm of the Gods,
Ooh.
and +1 half plate.
Holy shit.
Good trade, fam.
You said a +1 what?
Half plate.
Okay, I thought you said halfling. I was like, what?
And the helm itself, the various accents on it seem to be made of layered metal of adamantine and gold, while the majority of it is made from the Doulahan steel,
Ooh.
because you did have a little bit of adamantine and gold already in your system.
That's a pretty cool item. I wish I
actually
could wear armor.
I kind of forget what the Helm of the Gods does. Honestly, I put it on the list, but I don't remember.
It has a list of a bunch of different gods, and each of them give a special spell with 3 charges. And while wearing this helm, you know whether there's a celestial or fiend within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located, provided the creature isn't behind total cover. Oh, it says, whenever you finish a long rest while wearing the helm, you can pray to one of the gods listed and store the listed spell in the helm. And that's what the spell save is 13 for that.
Well, obviously that list of gods doesn't really matter to this world, but you would pray to an equivalent deity of Maluviette for it. That's pretty interesting. And as far as, you can't wear armor, in a way you can, it just becomes a part of your body.
True.
It would just make your head go from, like, the more rounded, bald human head into a helm with, like, the wings and shit on it.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really... It does require attunement, though.
Yes, it does.
I have a question.
Yes?
Given the fact that I'm glowing and it seems like I come from the background of, like, an angel and stuff, would I hear his prayers when he prays?
I mean, anyone could hear his prayers as long as he says them out loud.
No,
But
like,
you're not a deity. You're not connected to a deity. Angels are not deities. Prayers do not go to angels.
Right.
There's no Catholics here.
Yeah. I mean, there might be a Catholic somewhere in Maluviette. I don't know. I don't know every person in my world. I created it. I'm not micromanaging it.
Some god you are.
This was great.
And sorry, what else came out of there?
+1 half plate.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like the majority of the metal went to the half plate.
Okay.
And it does seem to be very kind of similar in design to the way a Doulahan's body looks as well. Seeing as Doulahans sometimes are just metallic bodies. Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. After that minute, Twilight stops glowing. You all notice the eyes as well. You've got this couple of items, Pius, and you all are ready to continue down the high road through this tunnel, hoping that the end is in sight.
Yes.
So I'm glowing until tomorrow, right?
No. You are glowing for 1 minute. You're poisoned until tomorrow.
Oh.
And you permanently have dark vision.
Bummer.
Alright. I had to math out real quick. You all travel for another 2.5 hours without incident. Just a few minutes before the end of that time, you can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can... Oh, God, excuse me. You can... Yes, you can finally see the exit to this tunnel. And as you're continuing to approach it, you do hear various grunting noises down that way as well. You don't see anyone actually in the tunnel, though. They are very deep, very rugged grunting noises. And as you get closer, maybe 100 feet away, you can hear, it sounds like they're starting to shush each other. Bias, you manage to just barely make out before they start shushing that they are speaking in Giant. And what you catch is something about the elders spoke about people coming down this way, but they haven't seen anyone before, indicating that they know you're coming down this tunnel.
Okay. I'm going to answer them. I'm going to talk to them in Giant then.
Who goes there?
Huh? Robot giant?
Yes, quite.
Oh. Not expecting that.
Stick around. I am full of surprises.
Okay, we wait.
No, you see, that was... Never mind. What are you doing here exactly?
We hunt. Find food.
Do you hunt game or people?
Meat.
I'm afraid that's not the answer I was looking for.
What do you expect?
Huh? It sound like little homie with you.
Yes, these are my friends. They, will kill you in an instant if you do not, fuck off.
Go ahead and give me an intimidation check for that.
Okay.
We're going to make it a DC 15, because these are stupid and not usually intimidated creatures.
Well, luckily, I am actually pretty solid at intimidation. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
What was that? You're pretty solid in intimidation, huh?
Hey, fuck you, Shorty.
Hey, that plus 8 was why it came out to a 10, so... the voice kind of just shouts back down.
2 of you, 10 of us. Come here, fight
Oh.
now.
Well, I would rather not fight. I'd rather talk this out, if you don't mind. You see, me and my friends have had a rough go through this excursion. We would like to pass.
Oh, you pass, eventually.
What do you mean by eventually?
We poop you out.
Okay, that was quite gross, but I'm going to rip your fucking heads off. How does that sound?
They just kind of start laughing, and like you're probably about like 50 feet away from the actual tunnel entrance, and you've seen that just like one of them's had their head poked around, shouting down at you. You can't actually see any of the others there at the edge of the tunnel.
Okay, then I'm just going to start walking towards them.
Wrath is following.
Okay. Do we have a
My
specific
dark-
walking order we're doing?
I'm going first.
Wrath is
I don't get it.
Twilight wants second. What about Wrath?
He'll take third.
Okay. That leaves Twilight and the Captain, or Tempest and the Captain, not Twilight.
Oh, I'm sorry, say again.
Walking order.
I'll be in the back.
Yeah, I'll be right in front of Captain.
Okay.
Kind of like discussing his plans.
The hermit is walking alongside Wrath. The tunnel is wide enough for you to go 2 by 2, essentially. As you get out of the tunnel, you can pretty easily see the ogres kind of scattered in like a surrounding formation in the trees. They are big. They're not good at hiding. They're pulling like a U pious from the goblin village. They're standing behind the tree, but it just does not cover them.
I'm gonna say to the one that was talking to me,
Are those friends of yours? You should tell them to just come out. I can see one of their nutsacks hanging from the side of the tree.
It's like a bull, a bigger.
It's quite disgusting. It looks like a basketball. I know you don't know what that looks like, but trust me, it does.
My eyes.
Hold on, let me actually send you guys like the textbook picture or textbook the monster manual picture of an ogre real quick, because like yeah, I mean on a couple of these guys you probably do see such gross things hanging out of their loincloths.
oh hell yeah, they definitely got ball sacks that look like fucking basketballs, no doubt.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Same texture and everything.
Yeah, and they and they all stand around like 18 to 20 feet tall. These guys are pretty damn massive, but they're clearly all brawn, no brain. And one of them kind of just like hops down and is like, oh, how you see us? We hide!
You know, one of your friends over there that is hiding actually pointed you out. I didn't want to say it, but it's kind of a dick move.
Give me a deception check.
I will make these motherfuckers kill themselves. Or fight
Make
each
two
other.
wisdom.
What is my deception? Not that great, but... Are the cards?
You beat the 13. This front-facing goblin or ogre, front-facing ogre. And he kind of look over and he go, ugh! Trev, why you be asshole? And the one named Trev is just kind of like, me not do anything. He liar.
Trav's a bitch. I saw him do it. He pointed you out. He must be scared. Nah.
And with that, roll initiative.
All of us?
Yes, everybody roll initiative.
25.
Yo, 19.
Jesus. Nine.
9?
9.
Then Twilight got a 25 as well.
Fuck me.
Wrath, what's your modifier? Wrath?
America.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh, he's muted.
We lost him. He's dead. He's
He
gone.
might be on a call or something.
Yeah.
He did.
Luckily, I have a character sheet to pull up. As long as it'll load. Takes forever.
Sorry, I was getting the food at the door. Modifier for Dex, +6.
+6.
22.
Both your scores are 22. So, Twilight, Wrath, just roll a d20 and tell me what the number is.
He can go first.
Okay.
7.
Okay. Top of the turn order. You all have a pretty clear and obvious they are done talking. As Trav was not happy with that insult and begins to rush towards you. The others drawing up their great clubs and preparing to rush as well. But you all react significantly faster than they do. So Wrath, you are at the top of the turn order.
How far away is the closest one?
The closest one is about 10 feet from you.
And the rest of them are pretty scattered out, right?
So you basically got one to the left, one to the right, each of them 10 feet. and those are the ones closest to the tunnel entrance. They kind of create a circle, each one 10 feet from the one before it.
Are we outside of the tunnel or inside?
You are right there, barely outside the tunnel.
Rat's just going to move over to one and swing his staff at it.
Okay.
16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. It suffers 9 points of bludgeoning damage,
Bludgeoning.
as well as 6 points of fire damage. And what is it? Yes. 2 points of lightning damage. As Wrath just swings like a baseball bat to the midsection.
Swing, bada, bada, bada. Swing, bada, bada, bada.
So you initially hit it and it kind of starts to smirk like, haha, whatever, puny man. But like before it can even get like a word out trying to insult you, and the fire hits, it kind of like, what the fuck? And then the lightning hits and it just like starts freaking out even more because like, what the hell is happening?
Mm-hmm. And
Hell yeah.
that'll be my turn.
All right. Twilight, you are next.
I think I'm all out of spell slot and everything since we didn't take a long rest. So, the only option that I have is to do a cantrip, and that's well, I mean, I have the ability to hit, but I think I'll just do frostbite on it.
All right, on the same one Wrath hit.
Yeah.
And it's got a +3 con. Still probably going to fail to save because you got a hella high save. Yep.
But isn't that disadvantage though since I'm poisoned?
It's making a save, not you.
Oh.
But it fails because 18 is not good enough for your DC. So roll the damage, which I believe is 2d6.
With disadvantage or no?
No. Disadvantage applies to d20s.
No, okay. Roll 2d6.
Yes. For 9 cold. This thing is even more confused now as it gets hit with yet another damage type. You can still move if you would like, Twilight.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move closer to it, and I'm gonna fly up and move towards it. Does that make sense?
It's like kind of like over it.
Yeah, kind of like where it's kind of like in it. I'm kind of like by its face, I guess. So because I have faster movement. I mean, not by him, but
You're flying up high enough to put you face to face with it instead of face to ball sack.
Yeah.
Okay. Captain Flowers, your turn. You only come up to these guys' knees.
Only to the knees? Perfect.
Yes,
I was going
you
to
feel
run
like a
anyways.
toddler.
Yeah, back in my day, I was a toddler. Captain Flowers, he's going to run up towards the one where they're attacking him. I guess one that's like 10 feet away. And he's going to go and he's going to slide on his knees. He's going to bring out Mama and Mia, and then he's going to aim at the ankles with both hand axes.
All right,
And
you're
he
going
tries
for
to slide through.
Are you trying to go for both ankles or
Yes.
just one?
Both ankles with both weapons.
All right. You're not going to be able to do both because you only get one attack with each. So roll your regular. Roll two to hits. There we go. 2 to hits.
Does a 19
Think
count?
of them as penguins.
What was that, Captain?
Does a 19 work?
19 works for the first one. What's the second?
That is going to be 22.
22. They both hit. Go ahead and give me the damage. One of them has a modifier, one does not. So I guess that's just 2d6 plus strength mod.
That is going to be. Ooh, that is going to be 14 damage.
14 damage. This ogre, though, shouting at all of you, is very, very angry at this point. As you kind of cut through its nice fat ankles that are like a foot tall and easy to hit. And it drops down onto its knees.
I'm gonna eat ya.
Pius, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to Yep. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon right behind the ogre that everybody's beating the shit out of. And I'm going to immediately attack with it. Just let me get my hammer pun ready. Okay. Where was it? I just had it. There it is. Okay. Let me check the roll for that again. Dun, dun, dun. I believe it's a +8. Sorry, I was totally not prepared for this.
All good.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Here it is.
Why did the hammer get lost on its way to the construction site? It took a wrong turn at the nail salon.
Nah.
The 18 successfully hits this thing.
Okay.
Actually, you should have advantage because at this point, Wrath and Twilight are on the front, and your weapon and flowers are on the backside.
Oh yeah.
I'm just sliding through the opening provided.
Which is why you got a normal roll, Captain. Was you had
Let's
advantage and disadvantage balancing. Ooh,
let's
you
fucking
got that
go.
crit! You got that crit!
Let's fucking go. Okay, so that'd be that'd be 8 plus. Let me roll 1d8 plus 5.
Plus the other
So it'd
8.
be, oh my
Damn,
god, 22
max
damage. Holy shit. Okay. The hammer pun really did it.
Nailed
Okay,
it
and then-
home.
Hammered away.
Okay, so then I'm going to run up to it and slash with my sword.
So, before you do that,
If it's okay.
yeah, it goes down. It goes down with that 22. And I'm guessing you said this in giant to it. So like as you
Yeah.
smash it in over its head, when it's already down on its knees from flowers, it has been burned, electrocuted, and chilled. It's just like it manages to kind of weakly be like, "I hate you," and finishes collapsing.
Good. Fuck you, you big fat piece of shit. You're next.
I wanted to
And he points at the other one.
Over at Trav.
Mm-hmm.
Trav just kind of shouts out also at this moment too, "No, Drac!"
Drac was also a bitch. And fuck you.
I'm eating both of y'all.
So you do have that attack of yours. The one you took down is still breathing but unconscious.
Man, he ain't doing much. I'm going over to Trav.
All right. That is a hit.
Okay. Fuck me. You would think I would remember all of my damage rolls, but I really fucking don't, man.
I mean, you'd think I could remember what monsters I was using too. I mean, I called them goblins for a moment earlier.
And then you called them giants, and now you're calling them pigeons.
They speak giant.
Yeah, they are in a way a type of giant.
No, they speak giant. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, they speak giant,
Alright.
and their creature type is giant. But they are not giants as we think of giants.
13 damage.
13 damage. Now, you did have to go to the right side, about your full 30 feet, because it was the second one from the tunnel entrance for Trav.
Yep.
But you get that swing in and just poof, right across his body. As you notice, you caught his cloth and just kind of cut off his waistband. His loincloth that wasn't covering very much to start has now dropped, revealing the fullness of his manhood.
Ugh. It's even grosser in person. I'm doing you a favor, big man.
But what do it taste like?
Kind of looks
Hey,
like a
Mom,
sausage
who's
made out
cooking?
of chicken and beef. The
All right,
casing
flowers.
get all nasty and darkened as if it had been left on the counter for days.
I gotta give you some seasoning on this.
Hey, Captain, I dare you to lick it.
Okay, eat it. Okay, okay, I know.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay, hold
Okay,
up.
moving on. Moving on before we get, demonetized
Captain, I will kill
before
you.
we're even
If you
monetized.
fucking do that. I will kill you myself.
Tempest, it is your turn.
Finally.
Alright, well, I'm not fucking with Trev. He has his own problems. What are the others doing? Are they watching it or?
No, they're all basically running in towards combat, essentially.
Ah, they're big.
Yes, they
I'm
are.
I'm going to. I'm gonna try to like fly past and swing for legs as many as I reasonably can. Whatever happens, happens. I want to get behind them or something. How many are there?
There are 9 still standing. There were 10 to start.
Okay, put me to the side then. I'm gonna attack and then move to the side.
All right. So with your speed, you could basically get behind the one on the right that's closest to the tunnel and Trav. Those would be the
Perfect.
two that you have enough speed to be able to like run behind and then to the other one. And just kind of pulling your scythe down along their ankles. So disadvantage to hit.
Yay! Yay!
You can roll 2 15s. Neat! That does hit, so give me the 2d6. No modifier, though.
8.
8. You don't manage to cut in enough to, like, cut them down at the ankles, but you do manage to slice into the back of their legs.
Ah. Oh no, the little one bites, guys.
You all kind of hear a voice just coming from the woods around you. It seems to be kind of, like, centered in the back of their group, but you don't see anything there. As the voice kind of booms out in common. Ha ha ha! I'm eating you first.
Challenge accepted.
Looks fun. I'll enjoy slicing that one.
With Tempest done, we move on to the ogres finally, who are making their movement in. Basically the front half of them can get up to where you all are. The other one's not so much. Trav is obviously not moving. The other one on the right that Tempest hit is going to move over towards Tempest. And then the next one in that line is also moving over to Tempest. So there's one on each of your 3 sides, Tempest.
Okay.
The second and third one on the left are both moving up on you, Pius.
Good.
As they also have to go to the right. So Trav is part of the 3-way surrounding for both Tempest and for Pius, separately. But Trav is attacking Pius, not Tempest. So 2 of them at Tempest, nat 20 for 1.
Uh-huh.
And a natural 7 on the other. They have a +6 to hit, so that 13 does not hit you, but the crit does.
I
Hitting you
dodged
for-
one and got hit by the other.
Yup, basically. Which catches you for 21 bludgeoning damage.
Error. God damn, you hit like my aunt. And that's a compliment, by the way.
The one that hit you, it was smirking from it to start. So. And then, as far as the other 3, attacking Pius. That's a 21 for the first one.
Yep.
26 for the second. And 20 for the third.
Okay.
That is all 3 of them, isn't it? So each one deals 13 bludgeoning.
Do we have a chance to heal?
Yes, actually, I had a chance to roll hit dice. Which, Pius, you're pretty much the only one that really needed that besides Wrath.
So we're all back up to full health. Okay.
You are.
Well, that's a plus.
So Pius, Wrath, before we had moved on from the resting, you guys should have been rolling hit dice. So I will give you the opportunity to do that right now.
I did it last session.
Okay. So what is your health at, Wrath?
I'm maxed. I used...
Yeah.
Where's the hit die? I used 4 hit die in total.
Okay. Pius, last I knew you were at 13 hit points.
It says I'm at 64 right now.
I cast a Revivify on him.
You did not cast Revivify because he was not dead.
Cure wounds.
Was it your wound?
Okay, so you were at 64.
No.
Yeah, I'm at 64 right now. Before that hit, of
before
course.
the- yes.
But I'll go ahead and roll.
So if I did the math correctly,
Yes.
that puts you at 21.
Yes. Wait,
I'm going to just pull
No,
up a
it'd be-
calculator because I can't.
it'd be 23 from that hit.
64 minus 13 minus 13 minus 13 is 25.
Oh, we were both wrong.
Yes, we were. I realized I'm not
Okay.
going to be able to math well tonight, so I'm just going to have the calculator ready.
Calculator.
Okay. So am I still rolling hit die though?
Yeah, you can still roll hit dice for up to 11 hit points. Actually, you should get a d12 just from the hermit's humming while you were resting.
Oh.
Wrath, give yourself back a hit die.
Okay, so I was at full before that.
Yep. Basically, there was another 11 hit points in there, so you're at 36.
Okay.
Still, they hit like a fucking truck. As
Yeah.
3 of them just bonk you.
That's all right. I have a plan. I always have a plan.
I always have a plan.
That's
thank
if you don't die.
I won't.
That is the end of their turn, as the rest of them that were back there, at least now, up within range for people to run to. Back to the top of the turn order with Wrath.
Am I in melee engaged with anyone right now?
No, you would have to move about 30 feet to get to one, which would be the cluster of them by Tempest and Pice.
Without moving into melee, how many could I get in a straight line?
You could get 3 in a straight line if you also have Pius and Tempest in line. Otherwise, 2 is the best you got.
Yeah, good enough. I'll slam my staff down in front of me, and a lightning bolt will spring from it to hit 2.
Okay, do you
So
want to
it is
hit
a-
2 undamaged, or do you want to hit Trav in an undamaged?
Yeah, fuck Trav. 2 undamaged.
How much damage?
They need a dexterity 17 saving throw, please. Please don't be bad rolls. Yes, let's go! 4 6s.
They got
Finally!
a 19. They got a 19
Damn it!
because they're neg 1.
Oh,
Damn it all! It was 44 damage. They only take
Damn it.
22 of it.
Damn
I
it.
finally get a good damage roll. You know what? No, I don't have that. Never mind. Never mind.
I mean, it still hit hard. Just,
Yeah, I know. Can I do this? Hold on. No, I'm not doing that.
oh, you guys.
That is my turn.
all right. Wrath's turn is done. That makes it Twilight's turn. Trav is looking mighty fucked up.
What's fucked up?
Trav. A couple of the other ogres over there looking a little bit beat up, but Trav just looks fucked up.
How close am I to the first?
You're about 30
Trav?
feet out from all of them.
Oh.
They're within your movement.
So what's closest to me?
Not Trav, but one of the others that's uninjured. Trav is
Okay.
just a little bit further than that.
Am I still face for? I'm still at eyesight, right?
Yeah, you're at eye level, but you're like, 25, 30 feet away from everybody.
Okay, I'll move up there, and then I will cast the frostbite.
1d20 plus 3 con save is a 6. They failed the frostbite save for the slow damage. Okay, 2d6. Which one are you hitting, Trav?
I thought you said I was a little out of there.
You don't have to be in melee for the spell. It's got like 120-foot range. You can hit any of the ogres you want.
Yeah, we'll go trap.
Okay.
2d6.
Yep. 7 All right. With that, it becomes Captain Flower's turn. Don't forget, you do have Mecha Gojira.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about him.
And you could make it to the closest ogre. You can't even make it all the way to Trav, just because you're little stubby legs.
That's fine. I'll go towards the closest ogre and I aim at his ball sacks, trying to castrate him.
You gonna go up there too?
Okay. Since you basically got to be on the same side as Pius for that, you have disadvantage on the to hit roll.
Oh, disadvantage, huh? Okay.
Yep, because
So the first one is a 30.
a 30.
And then
Okay.
a 30, and the second one is 26.
All right. 26 definitely fucking hits. Gotta love super high stats and +3 weapons, right?
15 damage. I rolled max damage.
We've lost him.
We have
He's going off
lost
the deep
him.
end.
13 is 46. So, like, you cut into it, and it feels very much like cutting into the hind flank of a cow.
Oh.
So it's not like you get this clean cut all the way through, but you do get a nasty gash in there that he does not appreciate. Gonna make that offhand attack too? With Mia?
Sure, I'll do that offhand attack. Oh, that is going to be...
Don't forget the disadvantage.
15. Oh, disadvantage, yep, okay. Oh, man, I'll take 15.
15's the lower. That still
15's
hits. So
all right.
1d6.
6.
No fucking way, dude.
Fucking way.
All right. He is very not happy as one of his testicles starts to fall out the side.
Ugh.
Ugh.
God
All right.
damn.
Anything with Mecha Gojira this turn?
Mecha Gojira, get the other testicle.
So he can move just far enough to get there on the other side. Unfortunately, I still push you guys like in a line on the same side, so no advantage. If it's aimed, disadvantage to hit.
It would be aimed, so you have to be disadvantaged. Oh, combat actions. That's going to be force empowered run. It's going to be +6. Okay. Where is the dice on this? We'll see if the dice gods on Discord will give me something better.
Watch it be in that one.
Nat 1, it rends his loincloth instead.
Nah.
Okay, the first one is going to be
18. 18 is a hit.
Sweet. Okay, and then that's going to be 1d8 +3 force damage. Okay.
Ard. I'm gonna Ard D8.
I'm gonna
Ard 8. What? I'm gonna Ard 8.
9! Next turn.
9?
Jesus.
Alright.
Yeah!
Definitely not a happy ogre.
Yeah, no.
Maybe we'll just paint a happy little friend for him. After Flowers is Pious again, though. Your spiritual weapon can only move 20 feet, though, correct?
Let me check. Yes.
Okay. So it's not quite close enough to hit anything. But if you move it, it is closer.
Yeah, I'm moving it closer to me. Or towards me, I should say.
Alright.
And Trav is dying right now.
Trav is getting hit, yes. You have advantage, though, because of the Tempest on the other side.
Fuck, I keep forgetting, dude.
Doubles!
So close.
Alright,
So
roll that
close to
damage.
that 20. That is... I should have fucking lagged for a second. Jesus Christ.
Woo! No lag. Lag bad.
Heck bad.
16.
Not bad.
The only way it would not have been enough is if you rolled double ones.
Perfect. Off with his head.
Off with its head.
That's when he sees the small little one just castrating his friend.
Right? Basically, he looks over at that, kind of distracts him for a moment, and then he just takes a fucking greatsword across the face, blood thrown across, as he just kind of collapses sideways. Still breathing, but his body kind of trembling violently.
Fear etched on his face.
And now, if he somehow survives, he's going to have a sexy scar like Squall.
You all could have walked away, but you chose the hard way. Sorry.
Literally, the hard way.
You
I
hear
don't get it.
you hear deep laughter coming from again back behind where all of them started. Again, you see nothing there.
Do we all hear this?
Yes. Tempest, your turn. Trav is dropped. You have 2 more ogres next to you, and 2 more are over by Pius, not too far away.
Would repositioning better, or like moving? Am I in a position where they're going to flank me?
More than likely, yes. If you
And
move 1 space even to get Pius on your side, it won't really stop the flanking, and it'll cause an opportunity.
okay, so I'm going to just put my focus on the one that hit me.
Okay.
It just got all my attention. Congrats.
And this one was hit by a lightning bolt.
I hope he can focus.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Attacker wins.
What?
They are wearing hide armor, which is 12 plus dexterity, which is a -1. They have 11 AC.
At 2d6 plus 5. Yeah, tires. Ah, fuck. What was it again? Didn't do it in there. Hold up. Is it 5 or 8? I always forget that.
So you gave up your scythe that didn't have the magic bonus. You only have the +2 scythe.
Yeah, I'm
also,
keeping my main one.
I mean, neither was really the main. One was a rifle, and one was +2. The dual hand scythe was your rifle.
What?
Yeah, because you magically modified it.
I thought that was all in one.
No, the +2 scythe was separate. You couldn't get that one magically enhanced because it would have been too powerful to transfer through the connection.
Okay, that's news to me.
I thought you realized that.
No, never knew that.
Yeah, those were separate items there. You have the +2, which would bring you to a +10 to hit,
Okay.
which actually means that you had a 13, but all the same. You have a +7 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a 10.
I've heard 7, I've heard 10, I'm not sure now.
It depends on which number you're using. Because to hit, you get proficiency on top of it, which is another 3 to 10. 7 is the damage. That should be exactly how it's marked in your combat actions. A very important page to look at.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have to go over that, because, yeah, this is all new for me right now.
Scythe. Yeah, you've got the +2 scythe in there marked. Doesn't say +2 on it, so I'm adding that to the text. But yeah, in the stat block on it, it says range 10 feet to hit +10, and then down in effects 2d6 +7 slashing. Still hit,
Okay.
You do have your bonus action still?
To hit him again, I guess.
Alright, so an unarmed. Critical hit with the punch. Or kick.
Hell yeah.
So, 1d4 plus strength +6 or +5. Should be a +6, I think. Yes, it is. So, 1d4 +10, because it's a crit.
Okay. 1d4. Wait, what? 1d4. Okay.
It's 1d4 plus 6 from your modifier, plus 4 for the max die on. So total
Okay.
plus 10.
It's my bad. I'm all frazzled over here.
Yeah, it's all good. This one's starting to look pretty damn bad if you want to burn a key point for an extra unarmed attack.
I'm sure.
That's another hit.
That one's still... Is that 1-4 or 2-6?
1d4 plus 6. Ugh. Unfortunate 7 as it continues to stand. But you can see bruises where your unarmed strikes made contact. Already starting to form. As the ogres finish moving in even further, we've got 2 on Tempest, 2 of them paying attention to Pius. 2 of them go ahead and flank the Mecha Gojira, and the last 2 go ahead and flank Captain Flowers.
Oh, perfect. Marble sex.
We will start with Tempest. They both miss. Pius. 27 to hit?
Hellish Rebuke.
All right.
Second level.
On the one that has taken damage, I am going to assume.
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck your ass, dude.
1,
2
10.
ones and maxed it.
I mean,
I'm about to fucking uninstall Pius's programming.
technically, you got 3 ones.
Fuck you, Jess. God damn it.
Just because 10 has a 1 in it, though. So.
Yeah. I got the joke. Thank you. God damn it, motherfuckers.
Look, he's still looking pretty bad, but you do take 26 damage, 13 from each of the 2 attacks.
All right.
Pius not looking so good.
How
two
far
on.
away is he to me?
Not that far, just a handful of feet. So on your turn, you can make an attempt to heal. But now, Mecha Gojira. Critical hit from 1. So let me roll the second, because it's not fair to just automatically crit you with both. Not a crit on the second, but still definitely a hit on Mecha Gojira. So that is 21, 34 damage to Mecha Gojira.
34, good God.
He's only got 6 hit points left.
He does.
And then the last 2 on the Captain Flowers.
Yes, sir, you boy.
That is a miss, as the higher one was a 13. God, I'm coughing. With that, goes back to the top of the turn order. With Wrath.
Oh, yeah, this. Oh, now it's my turn.
Wrath is going to move over to. Can I reach the one that's almost dead?
Yeah, absolutely.
To him and give him a thwack with my staff and green flame blade.
All
15
right.
to hit.
That hits.
That is 6 points of bludgeoning. 6 points of fire damage. Is there one within 5 feet of it that my green
Yes.
flame blade would leap to?
Yes, there
Alright.
is.
In which case, that one suffers 7 points of fire damage. And the one that I hit also suffers 6 points of lightning.
It is unconscious without that.
Okay.
Another one down. Only 7 are standing.
Mm-hmm.
For now.
That's my turn.
Your turn is over. Twilight, your go. You have a
I'll
nice,
go over
easy
Pius.
opening to Pius now. Seeing as
Yeah.
Trav and the one that was adjacent to Trav both went down.
Yeah, I'll go over Pius.
Okay.
Wait, I can't, because I don't have any spells.
You should still have 1 3rd level and 1 2nd level.
I used it.
I know you didn't use the 3rd level because you were holding on to it in case you needed Revivify. The numbers for your spells refuse to update when I'm trying to update them, and you were not updating them, so they're just not accurate,
Okay.
period.
Okay, then I guess I can do that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You should have a 2nd level to heal him with.
Yep.
So that's 2d8 plus 5.
Sorry, there's something going on outside. Holy
Uh-oh.
shit. Do you want to roll that for me?
Sure, I'll roll it for you.
Thank you.
8. A 1 and a 2.
Fuck me.
It's something, at least.
Yeah.
You do take note that as you're being healed, this would be an amazing time for the hermit to heal you, but you do not see him.
Okay. Well, the next thing he sees is going to be my knuckles. When I punch him in his fucking face.
I mean, maybe, depending on context.
Maybe. I don't know. He can't die, so it's not really fun to punch him.
All right. That would be Twilight's turn, making Captain Flowers and Mecha Gojira. Both of you have an ogre on either side of you, and then there's an ogre in between two of those. And Pius is in between you and Mecha Gojira.
Okay.
The one you were attacking is, of course, the one between the two ogres that are between you guys.
I don't think it's really going to hurt very much, but, you know. I'm going to be focusing on the one since the other one's nearly castrated and is probably bleeding out at this point. So the one directly in front of me, I'm going to hit.
Okay.
That's 16.
That's a hit.
And then offhand is also going to be 12. I'm going to... Can I re-roll that?
Reroll a 12?
Yes.
You should already be aware that that's a hit.
Okay, well, yeah, perfect, yeah, all right.
Because 11 was attacker wins.
11 was attacker runs, yes. We are going to do 12, and then that is going to be 6. Yes! Okay.
What'd you get on the second? Or
6.
Or damage? I don't know which one you rolled.
So 12 is the first one, 6 for the offhand, so that's max damage on the offhand attack.
Oh, 12 damage on the first one? Oh, shit.
So 12 for the first, 6
I
on
thought that was
on
the to hit. My bad. 18 damage total. All right.
18 damage total, yes.
Good,
Thanks,
good.
Josh, for playing for me for a minute. There's
You're
like,
welcome.
I don't know, it's kind of cool outside. I've never seen this before.
All right. And what about Mecha Jogira?
Mecha Gogira, baby.
Jogira.
Choke on that Gira, yeah.
Mecha Gojira, what do you do?
You're gonna sacrifice himself and aim at the nearest ogre in the nuts.
So there's two undamaged ones and the one that was getting attacked with the ball sack.
He's still gonna attack the one with the ball sack still. That's kind of intact a little bit.
All right. Roll that to hit.
Yes, okay.
Twelve hits.
Well. Yes.
Ooh, max damage for 11.
11.
It is still standing, but it is not exactly happy.
He has a bleeding out ball sack. You know, he's castrated. He can't do nothing.
None of these guys are happy at this point. So, that would make it Pius' turn then. You've got one that's kind of bleeding out in front of you. 4 undamaged ones on either corner of you. Or one of them is damaged. My bad. This is the one that Captain Flowers just hit.
Yeah, I may go after the one that's damaged. Can my spiritual weapon make it?
Yeah, if you move the spiritual weapon first, then you'll have flanking with your spiritual weapon.
Okay, I'm doing that. I don't have any hammer puns prepared.
Aha! Ways to get advantage by yourself. And this is why a lot of DMs do not use the flanking variant rule. If only you were a champion fighter. That's still a hit.
Yeah. Okay, so it's...
I already know which artifact Pius wants to use. Eventually, when you get there.
What's that?
Shadowbringer. It is a great sword made of shadow. It is one of the divine relics. And it crits on a 19.
Fuck
amongst
yeah,
its
I
other
definitely
abilities.
Want that. God damn it. It's fucking... What is wrong with my computer? It's fucking lagging like a motherfucker, dude. No. Damn it. Okay, so that's 8 damage for the spiritual weapon.
Right.
And then I'm going to slash him.
If that the 8 damage on the injured ogre makes him drop, as he gets smacked over the head from behind.
Okay. Then I'm going to slash the other one that's near me.
All right, you're going to still have advantage, whether you attack the one that's hurt from flowers, or if you attack the one that is kind of in between you, the spiritual weapon, and Mecha Gojira.
Okay. I'm going to attack the one that flowers isn't.
Okay, that's going to be the one next to Gojira, Mecha Gojira, then.
Yeah.
That's going to be a hit.
6. Yep.
Whose turn is it?
Currently, Pius
18
is.
damage.
18 damage. That makes up for the low damage before.
Hell yeah.
All right. With that, it is Tempest's turn.
Okay.
You
So he's
have
looking pretty rough right now.
the one that was looking rough next to you went down from Wrath. So there is one next to you still. And if you move a bit and give it an opportunity attack, you can start trying to attack the ones around Captain Gojira and Pius.
Error. You said your pies?
Do what?
You said pies before, Captain?
The ones that are there are kind of around all of them.
Okay, so I'll just move into the closest flanking position from where I'm at.
Okay. Both of them are uninjured currently. So, your pick. North or south?
Ooh, north.
Okay. That's a crit. So that is 2d6 plus 12, 18. 2d6 plus 18. 20. My bad. Plus 20.
You're going to hurt now. 28.
28 damage on that crit. You slash it mighty hard across the back, and it yelps out in pain. Any bonus action choice?
Punching it right there.
Punch it.
I'm gonna bop it. Bop it. Pull it. Punch it.
Whack it.
Pump it. Aim it.
Are we still saying this while you're by the balls?
No, that one, the one that was specifically paying attention to all of that, is down.
Sorry.
1d4 plus 6.
We're good. We're great.
9. 9? 9? He's still standing, but he is looking really rough, really fast.
Nice. I still got a bonus, right?
Yes. Well, you just
That
use the
key
bonus
point.
action for one, but you can use your second key point for a second attack, and then you'll be out of key points until a short rest or long rest.
Worth it in the anger. Key point. Does it hit?
Yeah, I'd say a critical hit hits. So it's 1d4 plus 10. 2 crits in one turn. Hell yeah.
Should we just say this is going to be overkill for a moment?
Basically.
You said 2d6 plus 10?
Yep. 1d4 plus 10.
Redo that.
My mouth said yep before I knew what was going on. 14 for
Okay.
max damage, though. He's a hurtin'.
You know, you could just fall over and die.
Do you give up or are you thirsty for more?
To that, that one turns towards you, Tempest. Make an attack. The one that you kind of stepped away from, actually, would have gotten an opportunity attack. Probably going to be a fail on that. Yep, the opportunity attack had been a fail.
Excuse you.
And then that one moves up, so it has flanking with the one you just hit. 19, I believe, is a miss on you. Yes, you have an AC 20. So they both miss you. And then only one is attacking Mecha Gojira, but it still has advantage. It still has flanking, and still something to worry about on each side. It's got a 20 to hit, which I believe hits the Mecha Gojira.
Oh, yes. AC's only 15.
Mecha Gojira kind of crumples into a pile of as it shuts down. And then the two on Captain Flowers will still attack Captain Flowers.
Yeah, come on, boys, hit me the same.
23 would be a hit.
What's shield again? That gives me +5, right? Right? That wouldn't matter anyways, though. Still be attacker wind, right?
Yep, still attacker wins if it's a tie, and they got a 23.
Fine.
So that is 26 more damage. And as I just realized, I was just leaving an ogre out of this mix completely. At some point, it just started standing around and watching you guys. Because 2 attacked Tempest, 1 attacked Mecha Gojira, and 2 are attacking you. That's only 5, and there's still 6.
Yeah, the one watching is just like scared of the little tiny man.
He's just watching.
Just fascinated.
Everybody run! He's gonna eat our balls!
The buzz.
That one watching, you do kind of see him gingerly go back to like the further point of where they had been waiting. He is just watching as he kind of backs away. Not in fear, but meticulously just watching. And that brings us to the top of the turn order with Wrath again.
How close is the closest one?
Brings me F48.
About 5 feet.
I'm gonna do the same thing I've been doing. Attack him with my staff.
Second with the stave.
12 to hit.
That's a hit.
12 points of bludgeoning. How weak does this one look?
It's got a fair amount of health. Hasn't really been hit much.
Okay.
It's actually kind of annoyed that everyone's been ignoring it.
2 points of fire. Is there another one within 5 feet of him?
No.
Okay. So
how much bludgeoning was it?
12 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And he needs to make a Constitution saving throw, please. As a crack of thunder is released.
Roll 1d20 plus 3 for 11.
11.
He fails. He is stunned until the end of my next turn. And that's it.
Do I notice the one that's
You all did.
watching us?
Yeah, you all saw it just kind of start backing away from the fight. Just walk.
I go. How far away am I?
About 30 feet.
I can walk up to it.
Yeah.
I fly up to it.
Yeah, you can just move up to it.
I kind of smack it on the nose, going, "Dude, if you're not with them, you're with us. Pick a fucking side."
It just kind of like stares at you.
Worth it.
Is that all you're doing? Is just going up to talk to it?
I guess I can use my sickle a little bit just to kind of, not like hurt it, but kind of knock some sense into it, like move it.
Okay, roll to hit with your sickle.
Like I'm not fucking around. I think it's +8. Or would that be disadvantage?
No, it's hold on.
I think it's disadvantage.
I gotta pull something up real quick. No! Don't do that, I was on the right page. As you fly up and go to hit it, you have a +9. You have a +9 to hit. D20 +9.
Disadvantage for poison.
Right.
Oh yeah, disadvantage for poison. Oh no, that's a 1, not an exclamation.
Oh no.
I don't
12
think I have
still?
a lucky D.
Yeah, you've already used up your lucky. 12 still hits, though, so you get to roll 1d4 plus 6. Hey, 10, max damage. You do notice as you go to swing with it, the magic in it seems to not be functioning currently.
The sickle?
Yes. The magic in the sickle doesn't seem to be active currently. It seems to just be a plain old normal sickle as you hit him with it.
Well, that's fine. At least it got him like to do something. Is he going towards the party or is he listening to me? What's he going?
No, he's just staring at you. You smacked him upside the head, gashed in his face, and he's just looking, staring you down. Not
I'm
a
just
word.
gonna actually. Can I sit down on his nose?
Not really. He practically doesn't have a nose. In fact, Captain Flowers, though, it would be your turn, as Twilight has used up movement and action and stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Yarr. Mega Godzilla. Don't worry. I'll get you back. As soon as I'm done. Yeah. Can his laugh be seen as intimidation?
No.
Nope. I mean, they just saw me castrate a guy, so fine. Right.
Oh, as that attack actually goes through and you start to swing, all of you notice a new figure standing over by the one that was just standing there staring down. This is another ogre. It appears to be wearing actual proper studded leather, a long cloak, and... Hey. Please go to the correct page. Stop it. My shit's going crazy. Sorry, guys. He's wearing some very fine-looking gloves, as well as a ring. And the great club he is wearing seems to be, like, actually crafted by, like, human hands. Very fine quality. Everything he's wearing seems much more in line with humans than barbaric tribes of ogres. And he just wasn't there, and now he is, just standing there. About 10 feet away from Twilight.
Twilight is now dead. Let's us mourn for later.
Fuck you.
But yes, Captain, it is your turn.
Yeah. Attack the one that's still in front of me.
Okay.
Ooh, that is going to be 18 for the first one. And then that is going to be 17 for the second.
Those both hit.
Yes. So the first one is going to be 5 plus that. That is going to be 14. Second one is just going to be 1. So 15 total.
Okay.
15.
It's still a stand-in.
Yeah.
Mecha Gojira is down. Pius, it is your turn now. You still basically have one on each corner of you.
All right.
And the one that Captain has been hitting looks pretty damn bad. The others, not so much.
Would I have to move my spiritual weapon to hit the one that he's attacking?
No.
Okay. Then I'm going to attack that one with the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
$15.
That's a hit.
$9 damage.
9? Still standing.
Nine.
Still standing. You smack it over the head and kind of droops a bit and then just... and stands back up.
All right. Then I'm going to slash at the most damaged-looking one on the adjacent corners.
All right, that's going to be the same one the spiritual weapon just hit and the Captain's been beating on.
Okay.
If you hit, that's going to be the last of its health.
Do I have advantage?
Yes.
That hits.
That is a hit. As it goes down, take your sword at it, gashing into it. It drops.
All right. That's it. That's all.
That's it. That's all. And Tempest, your turn. You've got one on either side of you currently.
Okay. Can I just do like a spin?
Can you just what?
Can I do the spin?
They're a little bit too close to you for you to pull that off.
Gotcha. For the weakest one.
Okay. Hit.
One second. No, there we go.
11.
11.
Still
I
standing.
believe I did that right. Yeah.
Oh, there should have been another +2 on that. So 13.
He's still standing.
He's still standing. Got a bonus action, but no key points.
Oh, so I can use my last to get out of that position.
You have 0 key points, so...
Oh, that's still a key point.
Yep. Yep, those are key points for those abilities.
Alright, then just my unarmored since I'm about to get hit.
Alright.
1d20. Smash.
That's a hit. 1d4 plus 6.
Damn.
7.
Sucks.
With that, it moves to their turn. The one that has suddenly appeared shouts in common and not giant, like most of them have been shouting this entire time, and shouts, "Stand down." And you notice the ogres that are still there with you, all kind of like lowering their weapons.
I yelled back, I do not stand down. And
Twilight not paying attention to what's going on behind her, but he was
And then
clearly
just-
shouting at his own men to stand down.
I think it's Matt.
And there are opportunity attacks you can take as they are lowering their weapons and now walking. Actually, no, action disengage. And they are moving towards the one that appeared. As that one is stepping forward towards all of you. Twilight, you do not
So
get an
what am I
opportunity
by?
attack, though.
so
What?
the one that I'm by, can I just kind of walk with it?
It's not moving. That one's exactly where it needs to be. The ones that are by everyone else are moving towards the new one that appeared, which is 10 feet away from you. And that one
Okay.
is moving towards everybody else. Wrath,
Sorry, I interrupted.
your turn's up.
Wrath is just gonna kind of gauge the group. Does it look like people are still about to attack them?
The new one that has appeared looks like he is readying for combat as he approaches you all, but the others are stepping away and do not look
Are they-
hostile necessarily in that sense.
Are they behind him?
They're
Like,
kind of
they
all
walk past
right
him?
around the same spot as him right
And how far away is he?
now. About 20 feet.
Wrath is gonna walk right up in front of him and slam the staff down. And I don't know how many behind him I'll be able to hit or around him or whatever, but I'm gonna use thunder and lightning. So that's a dexterity and a constitution saving throw for them.
What is the radius on those? Or area of effect?
Thunderclap is within 60 feet of me,
Okay.
and the lightning is 120 feet long.
Lightning is a line. If you're like just kind of a little bit to a side and not face to face with him, you could get to, but otherwise it's going to just be one in the line.
That's fine. I don't mind just blowing a hole through his chest.
And Thunder Wave is the con save, right? Or the
Thunder is con, lightning is dex.
okay. We are going to start with con save, which everybody needs to make because everyone is within 60 feet of Wrath.
Including me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. You're right up next to him. Nobody needs to roll.
Oh,
Wrath,
good.
you slam the staff down expecting magic to come out, and nothing happens.
What?
That's
A volunteer?
Is he speaking in giant?
Common.
A corpse!
You said it, not me.
And you'll be it.
That would make it Twilight's turn.
We're still in combat, right?
Yes, it is Twilight's turn.
I unleash it. I go full force to the frostbite, and I just have at it to the main guy that stopped the fight.
So you feel the magic flowing through your hands as you go to unleash it, but nothing happens to him.
Can I change targets?
No, not after you've launched it like that.
Shit.
There seems to be an anti-magic field around him.
Yeah.
Captain, your turn.
Gonna run right up to him.
Okay.
And he's going to put away his +2 hand axes as he's going up. And then he's going to pull out... Oh, where's my other one? So I had the other ones. Where'd they go? Ah, the original Mama's Mia.
Mama and Mia you're hitting with?
The originals, yeah. So instead of being a +2, it's going to be regular damage.
Yeah, it's just regular anyways, because of anti-magic, so...
Yeah. So,
you got that +9 still, or no, +10, huh?
+10, yeah.
You in that
So
+7 strength mod.
Yep, okay. First one's going to be 12, second one's going to be... Ooh, 17. You fight with me.
Hold on, I gotta double check something real quick on that because I kind of forgot. Okay, yeah, now. Alright, yes, a 12 will still hit it.
Aye.
So, yeah, you got the 1d6 plus 7 for that first attack. And you still have to roll the next to hit then as well.
Yeah, because the first one was going to be 12, the second one's going to be 17. So,
Okay,
mine was going to be the offhand. Yep. So, the
So
first one does damage of 12.
12.
Offhand is going to be 2.
Alright.
Hey, you fight with me.
You get those axes in there and hit, but he seems to be a lot more durable than the others.
Oh, you're going to be fun, aren't ya?
He just smirks at you.
Captain fires and grins maniacally.
Pius, your turn.
Crazy look in his eyes.
How far is he from my spiritual weapon?
20 feet.
Perfect.
When you move it, as it gets within about 10 feet of him, it just seems to fizzle out and disappear.
Okay. Then I'm just going to slash him with my sword.
Alright. No magical bonuses, it's just a great sword. As a hit.
20 to hit.
Twelve
12
damage. Alright. And Tempest, your turn. You have enough speed, you could get a flanking position on.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Alright. That'll give you advantage. An elven accuracy for 3d20 to hit.
3d20.
21 was the best of those. That is a hit, though.
Nice.
Alright. It says 10 damage because it lost the magical +2. You do have a bonus action, though.
I'm staying where I'm at, so I'm holding, I guess, at this point. We'll wait to see how this goes.
Alright. That makes it the Ogre Chieftain's turn. Uh-oh. There's a bell.
Hello, it's death knocking at your door.
And he's a tiny angry man.
I heard it too.
That is
It was
a
from my
critical
phone.
hit on Wrath.
Fucking hell.
So that is 21 damage to the Wrath. The other ogres do not do anything. They are standing and watching. Putting it back at the top of the turn order. Wrath, you're up.
What are they made out of? Are they made out of stone or what?
They're creatures. They're made of skin and muscle and flesh.
Okay.
They're just very big and very durable. Uh-oh, did Lance have to step away?
Nope. Upon getting hit, Wrath growls, opens his mouth, and I'm going to unleash a lightning breath weapon.
Alright. That still goes off, as that is physiology, not magic.
To the dexterity save.
He is going to use his reaction, and he gets advantage on the save. The better of which is a 13, so
10 points of lightning damage. That's my turn.
All right, Twilight, you're up.
I'm switching targets. I'm gonna do the frostbite to the next, the one that's closest to me rather than the head guard because he doesn't do shit.
Okay. It fails, 2d6 damage.
The spell still goes off.
He isn't. The rest of the ogres are not within the 10-foot anti-magic. And she is going for one of the others.
Star isn't either.
Nope, neither of them are.
Oh,
I mean,
You and the rest of the ogres are all outside of the 10-foot. You never moved up to him. You're still next to the other one.
right.
So you're not in the anti-magic field, so it doesn't affect you. The only reason the other one didn't work is because it was going. The spell itself was going into the anti-magic field.
Right.
5 damage on that one. As you hear a cacophony, Pious and Giant, from the others, all just essentially shouting dishonorable trash at Twilight.
Okay.
Captain Flower, it's your turn.
Grr. Back right, it's trying to get this guy. First one's gonna be 13.
That's a hit.
Oh, baby, that's a 19 rounds on offhand.
Awesome, that is 2 hits. So you got 2d6 plus 7.
We're gonna do 11. And then we are gonna do 1. Okay, 12 damage.
Keep getting those ones in there.
I'm getting them ones, baby. Those are doing great. And then
After Captain Flowers, it is Pius's turn. And you all do have advantage currently with Tempest flanking.
I'm gonna slash him again.
That's a hit.
Damn. 11.
11 damage. He is still standing even after this barrage of hits. He's looking pretty beat up at this point. Makes it Tempest's turn.
Okay. Going to hit him again. Oh, and the advantage, so it's 3d20.
Yup.
That is just such nice shit right there.
That was the whole point of your build. Was increasing crit potential.
22.
22 is a hit.
15.
Alright, and he still stands.
He mocks us.
The other 5 ogres, well, the 4 that aren't already next to Twilight, move and surround Twilight, and all 5 of them are attacking her.
Can I use my shield to kind of block it?
Your shield is already factored into your AC. One of them gets a crit. 2 of them get a crit. Well, the rest of them do not. You have a 19 AC, so the rest of them do not hit. But the 2 crits do hit you for 42 damage. Leaves you at 27 hit points as they just smashed you over the head real goddamn hard. And then they proceed to spit at you, while continuing to go on about you being dishonorable and attacking a non-combatant. They're saying in Giant, so only Pious Scots understands it, but still.
What the fuck?
Then that would leave the Ogre Chieftain attempting to attack Wrath again.
it's just ignoring me. That's fine.
Yeah,
Sounds like I'm
Wrath
gonna
was the
start
volunteer.
tapping up his chest.
17 is not going to hit, though.
Nope.
Back to the top with Wrath.
Deflecting his blow, Wrath looks up at his face and is going to use his lightning breath weapon again.
Damn!
Dexterity saving throw, please. Yeah. Shit damage.
He is going to attempt his reaction at getting advantage again. Still only getting a 6 total.
He only took 5 points this time.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. That would then make it Twilight's turn.
I'm pissed. I'm going to use my staff insects, and I'm gonna use these big ass wasps. Since I already like 10, I haven't used my staff at all.
Yup. Okay. So you do realize you are in the center of all of them, and that to cast the spell, you will put yourself in the center of the swarm. Correct?
I can move it. I can start it, and then I can move.
Okay.
So I'll start it. So I'll cast the swarm of insects with big ass bees, and then I will move out of it.
It would be better to move first. That way you don't take damage from your own spell.
Okay. That will work too.
Or you can take the chance of taking damage and then moving, but either way, they are going to get an opportunity attack on you. A whole lot of them are, in fact. So
that's what I was trying to avoid. So that's why I said if I start it, then that way they're kind of...
It's not going to keep them from being able to attack you. It's just if you move first and they make their attacks and knock you out, then you can't use it. But if you use it first, you might knock yourself out in the middle of the group. So it's up to you which order you want to do, but this is a very delicate and dangerous position that you are currently in, as you have pissed off the 5 of them. You can always choose to use your action to disengage and fly up higher so they can't hit you. But that would be your whole turn.
Yeah. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll fly up.
Okay. Action to disengage, then fly up to avoid being beaten to shit. Captain Flowers, your turn again.
Aims for the knees.
Roll to hit.
Ooh, that is going to be 21.
That's a hit.
And it's going to be just 16 on the offhand.
Those both hit.
Sweet. First one is going to be 12.
Okay.
And then 1.
And then 1. That offhand really hates you tonight.
It does tonight, right? Those doing great.
Pius, your turn.
It's that testicle juice getting caught in it.
Again.
That's a hit.
$15 damage this time.
Puts him at exactly 1 hit point. To which he
Somebody
takes...
fucking cough on him.
To which he takes a free action to speak. I concede. As a group, you were strong. 1-on-1, me would have won, though.
You're not wrong.
No, he's wrong. I will catch you.
We are one. We fight as one. Just as you all do.
Really? Come on, they say so long.
Shut up.
So yes, he has said he concedes. That does not stop you guys from deciding to attack or anything, but they have all taken a stance of non-hostility.
If it comes back to Rat's round, he's attacking. He promised him he would be a corpse.
Yeah, you absolutely can. The chieftain is currently on 1 knee.
What, begging for mercy?
No, he just conceded the battle.
His compatriots will be.
So yeah, Wrath, you have plenty of opportunity to attack him if you so choose.
I was waiting to make sure no one else wanted to do anything, but yeah.
Tempest,
Wrath
you are the
will-
one person who can take a choice to do something.
Oh no, I'm gonna eat a cookie and just watch.
Okay. Wrath will not lower his staff, but stab it into the ground next to him, and then just in a swift motion will unsheath and attempt to slice this ogre's head off with the short sword. That's a 27 to hit.
With your ninjato.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a hit. And with the 1 hit point remaining, you take his head. The remaining ogres do grit their teeth, and they growl, but they do not move to do anything. You have defeated their leader.
Wrath
And they
wipes
all
the blood off.
kind of just take a knee.
Wrath wipes the blood off the blade on the ogre's clothing and just kicks the body over.
I am the leader now. Okay.
Quite the contrary.
The lot of the ogres growl, and in giant still, they do seem to understand you guys in common. They just seem to refuse to speak it. And they growl in giant that we will kill little one if you not shut mouth.
I will make you a deal.
Hmm?
We will spare you where you stand. But you will leave this place and never come back. Far, far away. Until this place is a distant memory for you.
They don't say anything, but they're clearly grumbling, dissatisfied, and they do head off away from the high road.
Wow, sad.
I'm booking it out of the tunnel.
Is there still
We're
an
not in the
anti-magic
tunnel.
field around this?
Yes, it is still up, but it only lasts for about a minute.
Before
And it's
it
only a
dissipates?
10-foot radius around him, so.
Attempting to, before it dissipates, Wrath is going to start searching for whatever object is doing this.
May I help?
Yeah, you at least have some knowledge of magic. So, Wrath, give me an advantage Arcana check.
Wait, I can do I can do detect magic.
22.
Cool, you're just gonna get that there's magic there. He's surrounded by anti-magic, which is magic that stops other magic. 22, you said, Wrath?
Yep.
As you are kind of looking him over, you realize that his armor is what's producing this effect.
I'll start stripping him of it, piling it up on the side.
All right. And of course, while you're looking it over, you realize that his great club, the cloak, the ring on his hand, the gloves, they're all magic items.
I'll start meticulously putting them in piles next to the body.
All right.
May I try on the ring? See what it does.
Yeah, I mean, as long as no one stops you.
I was asking the party that.
Yeah, go for it.
Me.
Okay, you put the ring on, you can feel the magic, but you don't know what it does. So what are you going to try to do with it to test it?
Can I do detect magic to see what it is, or does that just tell me where that?
Detect magic just tells you if something is magic. That's all it does. It detects.
Okay.
It detects magic. It does not identify magic.
Right. I know Captain Flowers has identify.
I believe Wrath is the one with identify. Actually,
I do not have identify.
I don't know.
yeah. Nick had identify as well, but Nick is no longer with the party.
I know.
And I also don't have prestidigitation either.
I
Yeah,
have
you got her. Yeah, there's a ring of prestidigitation now, though. So
So who has the identify object? Is it
Wrath? Wrath does.
Hey Raph, do you want to identify this?
Put it next to the pile. That's what this is all getting done with.
Oh, fine.
Somebody wait
So, yeah.
for me.
You
I will wait for the anti-magic to be gone and then pull out a pearl and then start casting Identify.
So as you're all kind of sitting around taking a breather here, now that you're outside and you can actually see up, you can tell it's getting into like mid-afternoon. It's somewhere between like 4 and 5 p.m. currently, as you're wrapping this battle up. And Wrath, once you get to identifying, it is a cloak of invisibility, anti-magic studded leather, gloves of magic missile snaring, ring of telepathy, and a force breaker club. Great club.
What was the missile name?
So gloves of missile snaring, not slaying.
Mhm.
Snaring. Normally it's like ranged weapon attacks. It's like the monk deflect missiles where you get
I just wanted to make sure.
flight damage. But they're gloves of magic missiles, so it's all types of ranged attacks that have an attack roll.
Okay. And what was the thing after those?
Ring of telepathy and force breaker.
No, you're not getting that. Force breaker club.
Yep, force breaker club.
Okay.
That's not the one that needs pulled up there. I will start with force breaker weapon club. Great club. It is a +2 magic weapon. It was also crafted to destroy structures made of force, such as those created by force cage or wall of force. Striking one of these objects that is large or smaller will cause it to shatter immediately. No rolls, no saves. If it is huge or larger, it will destroy a 20-foot cube portion of that structure. It
I don't
does.
think that should be in my possession.
It does not require attunement.
Raph hands that over to Pius.
Good choice.
You.
What was that again? Sorry.
Force Breaker Great Club.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
It is a +2 Great Club, and it destroys things like Wall of Force.
Holy Christ above.
Yeah, most of this loot is very rare legendary status. This looks like it was probably the ogres in their numbers took over a caravan at some point in the past and have just been handing these down to the chieftain, who you bested in combat. The anti-magic studded leather. It's studded leather armor, of course. Light armor. And while wearing it, you can use your reaction to give yourself advantage on a saving throw you make against... Oh, that's supposed to be a spell. You shouldn't have had the advantages. And it's only once per dawn. Jesus. I made the fight harder and you guys still beat it. Whatever. Messed up, yes. Once per day as a reaction, you can give yourself advantage on a save against a spell. In addition, while wearing it, you can use it to cast anti-magic field, requiring no spell components. You can only do that once per day. Cloak of Invisibility can, just as an action, turn on the invisibility, action, turn it off, and you get 2 hours of invisibility with it every day.
Is that the same? Is that the same item?
No, that is the Cloak of Invisibility. Gloves of Missile Staring, any attack using an attack roll that is ranged, you can reduce the damage, I believe, by 1d10?
1d10 plus proficiency for monks.
Yep, and
Yeah.
if it reduces the damage to 0, you can make the attack right back at the person who threw it. And then the Ring of Telepathy just gives you telepathy. I do not remember the range on it.
Does the robe require attunement?
The cloak?
The cloak does. The anti-magic studded leather does. The gloves of magic missile snaring also do. Ring of Telepathy does not. And it's 120 feet range for the telepathy. Force Breaker Club also does not require attunement. But the Cloak of Invisibility, anti-magic, and missile snaring all require attunement.
Would it be beneficial if I untune something and get the cloak or the invisible thing?
Sure, here.
Not
And he'll hand
necessarily.
over the...
Yeah, the cloak might help. It might.
I give you the cloak, and as I do, I put the ring in my pocket.
Well, I didn't want the ring.
Okay. Perfect.
Perfect. Anyways, you notice the hermit going from invisible to visible as he's approaching. He's like,
Well, that didn't turn out how I planned. I went invisible after I heard the voice. I wanted to find the source of the invisible voice. And then he just fucking stepped out and decided to fight all of you. So I just decided not to stand in, because, yeah, I think you guys had it handled pretty well at that point.
Alright, little stupid little thing. We all need healing, so will you heal us?
Will do.
Thank you.
Perhaps we should just settle down for the night. It's getting later in the evening, after all.
I got work to be taken up. I'll take some time.
all right. We are settling in for a long rest then. All right, yeah. So you guys all decided you were going to start your long rest, correct?
Yep.
Most of us.
Well, I mean, part of your long rest is just, generally doing things. Cooking, setting up camp, working on
Kind of
smithing
worked.
something.
Nope, I'm kind of works.
Ogres?
Yep,
Yeah, because they left the unconscious ones behind. So
they did.
Well,
let's see.
I'm going to start taking the heads of them too. I want one.
You're going to take one of the heads?
No, I
Okay.
want the balls. I want the balls.
All right, you take the dangly bits off of these ogres. No problem.
Treat them straight like a shrunken head.
I'm sure Patches can make an earring out of one. Do you want one?
Ew, no.
Okay, well then shut up.
Patches decides he's going to go ahead and spawn himself since he has that whole spying on you constantly thing.
God. Well,
And he spawns face to face with you, Twilight, with the most serious look you have seen on his face. No smile. And just goes, no. And then disappears.
Wow.
Denied.
I was just, he took it so seriously. Well,
All right, what is everyone going to do with the free time leading up to the sleep?
Wrath is going to take the oil and kind of using it as a, if you've ever gotten a tattoo, like a lotion, it's going
Okay.
to start rubbing it into where he did the line work, just enough to kind of get it damp. And then he's going to channel his very last spell slot of the day just through his arm into this jolt of electricity that kind of just dissipates into the sky.
All right. Yeah, as you feel the magic go through it, you can actually feel the oil kind of seeping in and actually taking root in this tattoo as well. The secondary and last step to actually, not secondary and last, the second to last step of actually enchanting. You know that you have to use the tetrasite and that the oil is kind of the finishing touch on there. So you have finished imbuing the line work of the tattoo to be enchanted. At a later
Nice. Cool. That's all he's focused on.
Captain, we are looking at 5 ogres, 6 actually because of the chieftain. Each one, we'll say an average of 19 feet. So approximately 3 times the weight of meat of an average human, which is about, I think, 50 pounds for an average person. So about 150 pounds of viable meat times 6 is 900 potential pounds of meat. Go ahead and roll me a survival for how much you actually get.
Does a nat 20 sound good to you?
That's a total of what?
22.
Of 22? Let's see. Your bag of cold has double the capacity of a regular bag of holding.
I'm going to need more. I'm going to need another bag, another few bags.
You're going to need quite a few more bags. And since they can't be put into a regular bag of holding, you could probably carry a total of, we'll say 10 bags.
10 bags?
So you have 1 bag of holding, and if you want...
What about the fridge?
What about the what, Twilight?
What about the fridge? Doesn't he have a fridge?
It's a bag of holding. It's a bag of holding that acts like a fridge. Yeah, you could go up to having a total of 9 of those bags of holding if you want.
Can I put them in another bag of holding?
No. It's just like if you put a bag of holding in a bag of holding. It will explode, and you are very aware of that, Artificer.
Yes. Can I get a backpack? Another backpack, a bigger backpack. Can I have a sack on my back?
A snack?
A sack.
A sack?
A sack.
I mean, that's basically what you're doing, is a bunch of sacks that you can tie to like your waistband, throw a couple over your shoulder, that sort of thing. The only reason it's not causing you to be encumbered is because they just don't have weight, regardless of what you put in them.
Yeah.
What is the normal weight on a bag of holding, though?
Ooh. Are we going 5e or 5.5?
5, not
5.
5.5. For the most
No,
part, we're not
5.5.
using the 5.5 rules.
5.5 can bite me.
Yeah, unless there's like a magic item or something that I'm like, oh yeah, hey, I want to throw this at you guys. Which actually, I think the Force Breaker is from the 5.5, actually.
Isn't there an item that actually...
Bag of holding hold up to 500 pounds.
Okay, the bags of holding hold 1,000 pounds. So, 1 bag of holding. You buy 1 bag of holding, that's going to run you 50 gold, and it will hold the 500 pounds of meat that you cleanly get cut and usable.
Yeah.
Isn't there an item that lets him actually levitate all of his... I know in the beginning...
Yeah, there are a lot of different items that can cause levitation, but that's pretty unnecessary when this bag of holding 500 pounds of meat only weighs 1 pound for him. He doesn't need to levitate 1 pound. That's the cool part about bags of holding, is they only weigh 1 pound. The weight of the bag.
If I can't get the full 900, I just get 500.
Yeah, out of all your cuts and such throughout the whole process, you do manage to get 500 pounds of ogre meat. Pius, is there anything special you're working on through the rest period?
No.
Right.
Pius is just kicking back, chilling.
Tempest, how about you?
I'm just relaxing, finally free of that earthly hell.
All right. Twilight, anything special you were doing? Like anything that might require a roll and not just sitting around relaxing?
So we're still kind of by the tunnel, right?
Yeah, you're outside of the tunnel, but you're like next to the entrance.
I want to collapse the damn thing.
No.
You can't. You're literally trying to clear the high road to make it usable. If you collapse the main tunnel of the high road through this mountain, that will be a big problem. especially since it was like 70 miles almost that you guys traveled through this damn tunnel in a straight line, not counting the sidewalking into the side tunnels.
I just thought I got my moment of glory. That's fine. I'll just return to this cloak thing and get high.
All right. Off the cheap stuff or the high end stuff?
High end stuff.
All right. Give me that.
I think I need to go and search for more high end stuff because I think I'm getting low.
Okay. You have disadvantage on your con save, and then also give me a disadvantage survival check.
I think it's 8.
Your con. Let me double check.
I was still kind of filling out the attunement. So, saving throw.
Yeah, Constitution save is a +6, and you have disadvantage.
Right. I got a 7.
All right, that's a 13 total on the con save. You are blitzed. Were you smoking before you went out to find more, or after?
After.
All right, then that disadvantage survival check will be next. So 2d20, and your survival bonus is 8.
So still disadvantage, right?
Yes, still disadvantage, though.
Because this is for my investigation to see if I find anything.
Yep, this is trying to find stuff. And you got a 10.
I got 2.
Yep, you got a total 10. You find nothing that you would consider worth grabbing while you're out and about. You don't find berries, you don't find potatoes, you don't find any type of smokable herb. Don't find Jack. Which is probably a good thing, because Jack isn't supposed to be around for 2,000 years.
I just start screaming.
Yeah, you spend a good, 3 hours out. You find nothing, come back, and it's getting late. You're tired. You smoke, you fall asleep because you are absolutely blitzed for the totality of what you're doing. Wrath, besides that,
Well, I didn't find anything. How am I blitzed?
well, you came back and smoked, and you rolled a total 10 on that con save. You got blitzed off of what you did have in your supply.
Oh, okay. Am I attuned to the cloak, though?
Yeah, you did that before you headed out. Wrath, besides the rubbing the oil on and running that last spell slot through, were you going to work on anything else?
Yeah, he'll go back to arting up his spellbook. He'll start drawing in little bits of flames coming out of the clouds along with the lightning.
All right. Go ahead and give me a dexterity check then. 8. How many hours would you be working on drawing? You could do up to 4.
How many would it take to do everything with the arm?
If you wanted to fill in all the color with shading and everything, that's probably going to take a good 12 hours of work since you're doing it on yourself.
I'm talking about with what I did with the oil. Sorry.
Oh, the oil? The oil itself would have taken maybe 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll spend another 4 on drawing.
Okay. In that time, you do kind of feel not so great about the work you were doing. It's not terrible. You only make 2 hours of progress towards that proficiency, though.
Okay.
Come on, stop fighting me, Google Sheets. There we go. All right, and Captain, besides butchering all that meat, was there anything you wanted to work on with the half an hour you had left?
Oh,
You know there's a bunch of Damascus in the hands of Tempest who was talking about a weapon.
Let's just say I was drawing pictures of what I wanted, describing it just next to me as I sleep.
that virus just puts on some ogre meat on the fire and it hisses and he goes over to where you're drawing goes, are you sure that's what you want?
Yeah.
It means a yes and sleep.
A yes and
There's-
sleep.
yes and
What
sleep.
exactly was it that you were drawing? What weapon?
It's the scythe, but it just the blade looks fancier. It doesn't look like a plain edge. You know what I mean?
Alright,
A plain blade.
Yeah. So a really nice looking scythe. Did you want it to be transforming? So it could turn into that rifle?
Would that hinder it at all? Would that be beneficial?
It's it would be beneficial because it would give you back the ability to use the scythe for shooting.
Yeah, we got all that in there.
Okay. So you're not really going to get much work done on it tonight, Captain, with only a half an hour. But you're really not, because it's going to take about 15 minutes just to get the forge started. So you know what it is, and you kind of start making your plan for how you're going to tackle the project.
He's just getting some ogre meat, and he's just looking over the blueprints of what she drew, and just going, and just muttering to himself in dwarf.
If I lose my sight for a bit, I completely get it.
Well, you're getting a whole new scythe out of this, basically.
Sweet. I mean, like, if I'm out with it, like, hand-to-hand combat for a few hours, I can deal.
Okay. Captain, I want you to go ahead and give me a intelligence check with proficiency.
Intelligence with proficiency.
See if you can work out the plan to make it happen.
That is going to be 19 plus my 3 for 22.
22?
Hey.
You're pretty sure that when you actually get to working on it, you can probably get a +2 bonus out of it and be transforming, but it would be difficult, and if you fail, it'll just be a +1 with transforming, which is still better than a flat transforming.
I know what I'm doing. I know what I can be doing. I can do that. I can do this.
Most faith.
Alright then, everyone gets a good night's sleep. Get all your spell slots back, all your hit points back. The nice fresh air is chilly and cold, but you're in the House of Cards to keep y'all snuzzled and warm. Snuzzled.
I'm surprised I even got that up, because I just fucked out.
Someone else would have pulled it out of your bag and set it up.
Who did it? Who did it?
You don't know, and you'll never know. Which is why we won't even discuss it.
Stupid Patches!
Yeah, Patches spawned in and just like, yoink, House of Cards. Someone drag her ass into the house now. Captain, you do have to spend the rest of your time before bed also repairing your auto plate and Mecha Gojira as well.
That's fine.
I have a question about that. Can I do Revivify on like
No, that brings dead creatures back to life. Machines are not dead; they're destroyed.
Okay.
Cure Wounds also doesn't work on them. Those kinds of spells only work on like living creatures, not animated
They work on my
objects.
cat.
Yes, if your cat were to die, you could revive it.
Haha.
I've got to make sure to change that marking in here to 0 miles of the next chapter completed. Let's move forward
by the
our day
way,
progression. By
By
the
the
way,
way, just on my cloak, I just kind of I put check marks by everything that was that I'm attuned to, and then an X by the things I'm not attuned to.
you made that very, very difficult. All you had to do was go down to the section that said attuned items in the top bracket of equipped.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's literally the items you are attuned to.
Maybe I did do it, which is very difficult, but I did
Yes.
it. I did it the way that I kind of made sense to me. So
Yeah.
don't shoot me.
No, you just had to delete Armor of Amorphous Form and put in Cloak of Invisibility. That was it.
Mm.
That's why I told you that's all you had to do.
Okay.
Putting
I'll
extra
fix
stuff
it.
in there is probably going to confuse you and make you think you're attuned to it when you're not.
Yeah.
Hopefully the
fix it.
changes I just did actually save this time. Anyways, with your night rest, you get up. Tempest, you would be watching the moon cycle, and I'm sure probably Wrath too, since he knows, and would want to make sure he's not going to get wolfed out on in the middle of the night. You are getting closer to a full moon. It has been 21 days since Tempest joined the party. 31 since all of you left Pallet. You've been on the road for a month. Do we have any reflections after a month of traveling?
I feel like I've really got to know you guys. Some more than others.
Pius has learned a lot about himself. More than he would have banked on, for sure.
Yeah. Time traveler from the future. Split personalities beyond the player and character. All kinds of fun things. You know, every language. except
Yeah, that is pretty
except
dope.
of course deep speech. But
That's fine. Still pretty fucking cool.
right?
I think Wrath at this point feels like he knows less about himself.
I don't know shit about myself. I just know I can fly and glow.
Right? I mean, fair assumptions as Twilight discovers that she's not a halfling, that she's, well, she is a halfling, but she's part angel. That's why she's so tall with pink skin and white eyes. Now she's got wings. And Wrath finding out that Risha isn't the one that saved him, the goddess he's been following, but she's still, like, you know, your patron deity. And Captain, I'm pretty sure that you've just found an extreme love for eating everything you can find.
Yeah, I love it.
Captain's living his life to his fullest. He's a venerable old man.
Hey.
Yeah. So as you're all kind of, you know, getting ready in the morning, pulling down camp, getting ready, kind of reflecting on the journey you've had so far, a month seems like such a short time for all the crap you've been through. Day in, day out, torment fragments, ogres, underwater Sahagin colony. Just, it's been a lot. And you just kind of suddenly hear a sound, like, behind your backs, just, what time is it?
I can actually answer that, right? Or is it just the weather? I just say,
You just get
what
the
is the
weather.
weather? Yeah, can I actually answer that in the weather, though?
Answer it with the
I'd
weather.
be a smart ass and say, it looks like it's gonna rain, instead of, like, the time.
I mean, you could just respond with something that's not even truthful, or you could actually cast Druidcraft to discover the weather for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, I wanted to cast your Druidcraft, please.
Okay, roll me a D100 real quick. Is anyone else responding to this high-pitched, what time is it?
Does it
Yes.
sound familiar?
No, it does not.
What in the actual hell was that?
Hang on, I'm answering its question.
Are we killing
I'm
it?
looking
with-
around for it.
The 77, there is going to be light snowfall, starting in a few hours, but it shouldn't be more than a couple of inches of snow over, like, an 8-hour period.
It looks like we're gonna get snow! That's what time it is!
So Pius is, what the fuck was that? Wrath, what were you saying?
I was just asking if it was recognizable.
No, it's a very tiny voice. Tempest, what were you saying?
I'm looking for the source.
You're looking for the source. Give me a perception check.
I was hoping it'd be perception.
Captain, what about you, though?
I was going, can we kill it? Can I eat it?
Not until we find out what it is.
Oh, come on.
Tempest, while you're kind of, like, looking around, you notice a muffin sitting on a rock.
Okay. There's been a lot of things pulled from my bag, but, like, what the hell is this?
It's
Oh,
a,
look.
Yeah,
Can
she
we
points out
see
this
it?
muffin to you.
I eat it.
You go to eat it?
I go to eat it.
This thing is talking. You don't know where it's been.
It's not talking, it's a goddamn muffin. Just look.
If you eat that muffin, I will kill you. And I
To-
mean
to-
it this time.
To which, while you're all looking there, and Twilight's like, it's not talking to us. It's like,
You guys are
yes,
delusional.
I am! I'm a muffin!
Oh shit. It talks.
And
No,
Pius, you're
no,
getting an
we're gonna-
eerie sense of deja vu. You can tell it's a brand muffin, and something about that just strikes you.
What is your name, muffin person?
It's Muffin!
Okay. I don't know what else I expected, honestly. Okay. Well, muffin. What Don't say muffin when I ask you this question.
Muffin
what
button.
the fuck are you, actually?
Muffin.
I'm
You
a
say
muffin!
No, you're lucky I didn't get that out. I was going to say, if you say muffin, I'll kill you.
Muffin.
But since I didn't get it out, I won't kill you. Okay. Where did you come from, little muffin?
The bakery.
Hold on. My brain... God damn it, why is my brain failing on this name? It's such an important name. How How the fuck have I forgotten the doctor's name? Ah, yes, yes. So it's like,
Yeah, I'm a muffin. I was supposed to be Dr. Drewendar's breakfast.
Let's put a torment fragment by it and see what happens.
No, let's not, actually.
Ooh, that's the thing that powers the time machine, right?
Yes. I think so. Okay, so you were a breakfast item. Do you know what caused you to have sentience?
Nope.
I call bullshit.
Does it move? Like, can it bounce up and down?
oh yeah, you notice it's kind of bouncing around, and it actually has like little legs and arms.
Let's put it in your snack bag and save it for later.
No. We are not
No.
going to put it in my bag.
It is not a snack. It is a sentient being, and killing it would be murder.
Well, yeah. Do you think you're a snack?
I am a snack. Why won't you eat me?
Say, I told you it was a snack.
Okay, Twilight, go ahead and eat it.
Can I eat you?
Please eat me.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
And then she dies.
I want you to roll a dexterity save.
Called it.
Lucky feet.
Lucky feet. 1 point of lucky down for the day.
Yay!
So much better. 25. So as you're getting closer and you're reaching out to grab it, you start to feel like a crackling of energy around it, and you reflexively like pull back as you see a tiny purple portal open, and it just gets sucked in, and you can feel the force trying to pull your hand through as well, but you prevent that from happening. As it just gets sucked in, and at the same time it's screaming, "No!"
So I don't get to eat it.
Nope.
Can I have a muffin out of your snack bag, Tempest? I'm a little sad.
So you start trying to talk and everything, and you can still feel the energy from this, and all of you can. And your vision, you seem to all have double vision currently. Like, the world around you is just shaking, like it's about to break.
And like, are we seeing double? Like,
Yeah, everything seems to be like double and waving. Like everything's just about to tear in half.
wow. Pious. That looks cool. Move it around like that. Move your eyes around.
I hate it.
I'm not even sure if I have eyes.
I don't know. I'm seeing eyes.
Pius, for the briefest of partial seconds, you think you see a blue box. A familiar blue box. But as quick as it
Where-
came, it's gone.
Can I inspect the place that it was at?
Yes, it would be right behind the rock the muffin was on.
Okay. I'm gonna check out the area.
All right. Give me an investigation.
So the muffin actually disappeared, right?
Yes, the muffin actually disappeared.
Nah, I don't see shit.
Nope. You got the one freebie thing that comes with checking there. And you do see a square space on the ground about like 3.5 feet by 3.5 feet. The measurements of the box of the TARDIS.
Interesting. I believe the fabric of reality is beginning to break down, or maybe we are getting closer to the end of the loop. One of the two. Hopefully the end of the loop, because the other one could be catastrophic.
Wait,
Let's go with catastrophic.
no, we don't want catastrophic. So when you say catastrophic, does it mean... It means bad, right?
It means the entire fabric of reality could split and never repair, and we all get our insides sucked out by a black hole.
Well, that's a little graphic.
Well,
Can we
I'm
go
just
back-
saying.
Can we go back and talk about a time machine?
Oh, yes.
Pius, you never actually told everyone about it being a time machine.
Yes, so, I believe I've told you all about the time loop I'm in, correct?
We have some general information, yes.
We do.
Well, there is a blue box that is responsible for that, I believe, from the pieces I have gathered. It is something of Dr. Druendar's creation, I presume, and something went wrong with the time machine experiment. I believe he used torment fragments, which was probably a bad idea. And that is why I am even here in the first place.
As you say that, you also think back on Esme and Ralda, and the experience you all had with their ghosts and putting them to rest properly.
Ah, yes, those ghost, people. Those poor ghost people that I only barely remember.
Is it really ghost people, or do you just leave it at... I think you just leave it at ghosts.
I mean, they could. There are ghost animals, like the fox after you beat it, the belly fox turning back into spirit of a fox.
Yes. Well, I only say ghost people because they did not mean to be harmful specters, I assume.
Yes, Jordan.
They used to be people. That is why I say that. But I see what you say. I see what you mean, Wrath. Yes, they are just ghosts. So... Yes, time machine. I just saw it for a brief moment, and the whole muffin thing is still throwing me for a loop. Because, from what I remember in my time in the future, there were no talking muffins. So that is out of my, that is above my pay grade.
Give me a straight intelligence check real quick, Pius. There's no talking muffins in the future, except one's like animated object. But they don't really talk, I guess.
Intelligence.
Hey, with a 16, though, you do remember that Dr. Druendar started every day with a glass of orange juice, a bran muffin, and 2 scrambled eggs.
Yes. That was probably his breakfast at some point.
That's all he ate was a muffin?
Every day, yes.
You're from the future.
Just a muffin.
Well, and a glass of orange juice.
With that intelligence check, you're also kind of able to piece together Esme and Ralda's bodies seemed to have been buried like some 50 years before the point where you found them. You have earliest memories, and as far as you can tell, appeared in this time frame 30 years ago, and this muffin just appeared now. All the things flung through time by that experiment are landing in different times.
Okay.
Pius tries to think about anything else that was in that room that day.
Okay. Give me a history with advantage. $17.
Yep.
So the room held a lot of the research documentation, as well as, the box itself. Dr. Druendar Rythal was in there. Esme and Raldo were in there. You were in there. There was the glass window that there were 6 or 7 figures on the other side of. And Dr. Druendar had not eaten his daily muffin yet. That had been in the room. And amongst the piles of books and research papers that were in there, besides the calculations and such to make it work, there was also a pile of books kind of all stacked on top of each other, and you can't quite remember the names on all of them, but you do remember that every single one of them was Tales of. But you remember one name in particular, Tales of Tempest Falls.
Ooh. The Tempest, good news.
Uh-huh.
Someone writes a book about you.
I'm important to someone?
Is it a horror book? Like is it like one of like those Stephen King books?
I'm not sure, but it's
From-
titled Tales of Tempest Falls.
From the little
Ooh, I
bit you
wonder-
do remember of them, all of these Tales of books, each book was about a single person, and it's a biography of their life that starts at the moment of their birth and includes every detail of their life to their death. The most intimate of details. I mean, even down to they took a shit on this day at this time. It is a complete biography of every detail of their life.
That is quite weird.
I wonder if it's accurate.
Probably.
We really want to find out.
Kind of.
I do.
Aye.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you better
sure
step.
that there's much of a way to read it currently for us.
Well, depending on how I complete the time loop, I may be able to bring one of those books back.
Wait, why? Why just one? How many are there?
There's a few. But that one is the only one I remember the title of.
You remember there were roughly like 25 to 30 of these books? Or,
And
hold
by
on,
a few,
I just
I mean
missed
25 to
math.
30.
Yeah, like 25 to 30, that's right.
So there are quite a lot. Yeah. Very strange.
Aye.
Well, talking muffins and time machines aside, we should be on the lookout for a blue box. If you ever see one, please let me know.
Of course.
I go behind Pius and I look because isn't Pius kind of blue?
He has the blue lights, yes.
I just go and say, I found a blue box and I point at his ass.
Haha. Very funny.
Well, that's what you told me to do. You said if I find a blue box, well, there was your ass.
No, quite literally a blue box, not, my ass.
What does this box do? Is this
It is
a time machine?
Yes, it basically.
So
I'm not sure. I
you're
just worked
able
there.
to you're able to get some basic details. Like the fact that it was about like 3 foot, 3.5 foot by 3.5 foot, like just big enough for a person to be able to like step inside of, had a door, and had basic controls on the inside. And so you're able to give them this description as well as that when activated properly, the intention was that it could let you travel to any point in time after what something went wrong and it exploded. And for any of you that are aware of the TARDIS, the description would stand out as such.
So would I be familiar with that?
Are you in real
Have
life?
you watched Doctor Who?
No, I do not. So no.
Yeah, I mean, if in real life you know what the TARDIS is, you know. This is up to real world knowledge here.
I don't know shit about it. I thought it was like an epic turtle that runs around.
Out of game, so something you don't know in game, since you arrived in this world prior to this moment. The TARDIS is basically a blue telephone booth that travels through time. It is bigger on the inside than the outside.
So looking for a phone booth. Got it.
Yeah, and the description would be enough for you to be like, oh, phone booth.
Can I try to do an investigation to see if I can find this phone booth?
Yeah, you can give me an
Now that I
advantage
know
for
it.
that general area. Give me an investigation.
Now that I know what I'm looking for. They said, if you guys said phone booth, I would say, oh yeah, I know what that is. It's kind of like a rotary phone. They don't exist anymore.
Rotary what?
A rotary phone? You know, the phones that you would have to actually put your little fingers in to dial the number?
I think you probably hit your head too hard. It's okay.
Captain Flowers, Justin, you'd know because of Justin. He knows what a rotary phone is. But it'd be
Yeah.
enough to give Flowers the idea, hey, we have magic that lets us communicate at long range. Would we be able to make a phone using that magic?
Am I doing an intelligence or
Investigation. Skill check. Which I do not think you're proficient, so that would just be
I
intelligence.
actually am.
You are proficient in investigation, are you? Let's see.
You?
No, you are not. You have a +3.
Oh. Second investigation. See, I suck at it.
Alright, so basically you rolled bad, and you weren't supposed to have advantage, so you try it with another lucky point. Still, the better of the rolls is a 10. So all you spot is the same square space on the ground. Like, it was here.
Did I try to mold earth with it?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically loose dirt. What are you trying to do by molding earth?
So if I mold earth a little bit, then I can actually see if it's like underground.
See if it's underground? Yeah, you can just dig up this 5-foot space. It's just dirt. There's just now a hole in the ground where that was.
I think we should move on.
Did we finish our rest? Or are we
Yes.
still in the midst of
Yes. You were just finishing cleaning up and about ready to leave when the muffin happened.
Which she ate.
No, I didn't.
She attempted
Oh,
to, but it got pulled through time.
Okay, cool. Well, that was weird, but we've had weirder.
I start singing, "Do you know the Muffin Man, Muffin Man, Muffin Man?"
Who lives on Drury Lane?
Yeah, it's who lives on Drury Lane, not the button, not the button.
He caters to the family for special events.
I say we just bury her in there behind.
I can mold earth. I can get out.
Yeah, so you're pretty sure this random event, as far as you can tell, is completed. And you are able to move on with the day.
Does my invisible cloak, does it only do invisible things wearing it, or can I take it off?
It
And if I
makes
put it over
it makes you and everything you're wearing invisible.
Okay, so I can't actually see it. I can't actually detect the invisible items with the invisible thing.
No.
Okay.
So do we start the day?
Yeah, let's start the day.
Yeah, might as well.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent, excellent. So,
Is the Earth still moving? Like, are we still seeing double?
no. As you were standing around talking, it kind of faded back to normal.
Hey, it's normal.
So the day feels fairly uneventful. As you're continuing to travel, and the snow starts coming down, nice and light. It's surprisingly bright for the fact that it's snowing. The pine trees around you start to kind of change into hybrids again, but not pine palm. They seem to be hybrids between oak and pine trees this time. As you're continuing your travel.
Are they alive?
No, they just seem to be normal trees as far as you can tell. The wildlife also seems to be a lot more active. A lot more rabbits, deer, and the such, kind of skittering away as you're traveling down the road.
And I noticed this.
Yeah, all of you do.
I'm gonna go try to talk to one of the deer.
Okay, give me an animal handling.
Are they frantic?
No, they're not frantic. They're just like, oh, people, let's not be here. As wild animals tend to do. No Sheikah, there's no little girl deer.
Yeah, I'll try an animal handling.
Okay. Yeah, basically you gotta get it to not run away first before you can try to talk to it.
I have not used this in forever. Oh, come here. Oh, sorry, my kitten, she just fell.
Oops. Silly kitten.
No, she's trying to get up and see me. She's still little. Animal handling. That's
You got a
spell,
+8.
right?
No, it's a skill check. And you have a +8. Oh no!
There you go.
Alright, 23. Yeah, you're able to keep it calm enough so that you can approach it. You're very experienced with animals after all. So it lets you approach it. You will have to cast the spell Speak with Animals if you want to talk to it.
Oh, that's right. Do I have the option to cast one at 2 or 3?
Level 1. It's a level 1. What do you say to this deer?
If everything's okay, and maybe they can help us. We're trying to play out the high road, and one of our friends saw a blue phone booth. Have you seen anything like that?
So it doesn't completely understand what you're trying to say. Like, it doesn't understand what a telephone booth is or anything like that. But
it's a blue box.
Sorry, brain scattered. But it doesn't completely understand like what you're trying to say, and but it tells you no. I mean, things are okay around here. There aren't real problems of any kind. No vicious animals trying to eat us, or monsters, or any weird square blue things.
Okay, so you guys are okay and no harm, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to follow us? We're kind of clearing out the high road, and maybe you can help us along the way. It's okay. I'm okay.
Don't know how we can help. We also live here. We don't really want to leave here.
No, you don't have to leave. You can just follow us until you guys get tired.
Okay. Sorry, I think you misunderstand. Like, you're in their home space right now. The whole mountain isn't their home. This area here is their home.
I get it now. Okay, I thought we were...
Yeah, that's like standing at someone's front door and being, oh, just follow us. You don't have to leave your home.
Yeah, okay, got it. So, I don't know. You're right. I was thinking that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, it declines following you. It's like, no, we're safe here. We're gonna stay here.
Fine.
Everyone, you're of course watching her walk over to this deer and talking to it.
Do you think she's fluent in deer?
I have no clue.
Or does it sound like an American in France trying to do a French accent? I
kind of walked back to the party and say that was so awkward. It was my first time actually talking to something and being successful at it, so that was a weird conversation. Let's go. I'm ashamed.
Damn, we're taking bets on that next time, man.
I mean, I was trying to kind of capture it like we did our pseudo dragon, but it didn't want to follow us.
He isn't exactly captured. He's free to do what he wants.
Or she. You can't assume.
Well, that's true.
It is a he. At this, you've been traveling with it more than long enough. You're aware it's a he.
Well, I mean, you actually, I don't know how you did it, but you were able to have it come following us, and I thought a nice deer would be nice for us to have. For me to have,
A very convincing person, you see.
So very convincing.
I'm not convinced.
We can tell.
You don't have to be.
Good.
Yeah. So, besides all these, you notice that this, as you've been traveling here, it's relatively safe area. I mean, it's even abundant with prey type animals. So you figure there aren't even like mountain lions or anything really up in this particular stretch as you're traveling through the day. And you can get 8 hours of traveling. No complications, no combats, no random puzzles in the middle of the road preventing you from passing. So it's up to all of you if you want to try to push some extra miles in today.
I'm kind of concerned why we're not encountering anything. It just seems so peaceful from what we have had in the past that it isn't too good to be true.
This is only the third day in a month that you guys have actually gone with just nothing.
Right.
You know that not every inch of the forest is crawling with danger, right?
Well, yeah, I'm a forest person. I know that.
Then you should find this normal.
But it seems, with everything that we've had happen to us, it doesn't seem right.
Well, I, for one, am not the one to look a gift horse in the mouth.
You're grateful. Okay.
Twilight, Twilight.
Nay. Take peace when you can.
Are we still walking?
Yeah, walking and talking.
Yep, you're all walking and talking. Do y'all want to push past the 8 hours?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get a constitution check from everybody. Constitution save.
I'll check your constitution.
Oh.
Oh, 22.
I got 9.
You got 9. 14?
Wait, is it the Wait, what is this again? Sorry.
Constitution
Con
save.
Save.
Twilight, do you want to use a lucky point?
No.
No, you're just going to keep that 9?
Yeah.
Tempest got a 10.
Oh,
So as you're pushing yourselves, there's a little bit of snow on the ground, so it's getting a little harder to drudge through. Twilight, Tempest, both of you have a level of exhaustion after just 1 more hour of travel.
You know, guys, I may do a lot of traveling, but I'm not built for inclement weather so much. I'm struggling a lot.
Like, is she like struggling to walk?
You and her both are kind of slowing down a little. Breathing's getting a little heavy. You guys are feeling tired.
Are you sure you're good to continue?
I say we're gonna have to call him this hour.
I can barely hear you for some reason. Hold on.
You're starting to cut out there, Tempest.
We're gonna have to call it on this hour. I can't make it.
She's saying it's time for sleep, guys. It's about 5 p.m. Sun's halfway down.
No, I'm just saying we need to rest for a moment.
Okay. What, like an hour? Or, I mean, we could just make camp. It's getting late in the afternoon, or late in the evening.
And we got meat to eat.
Captain, you better be cooking something besides the ogre.
Ah, come on. Don't you want
Look.
some ogre meat?
I'll give it a try, but you gotta have something else.
Do you want shark meat? Do you want troll meat? Do you want bullet meat? Do you want the bear meat? What else do I got here?
How much shark you got? How much
Yeah,
you
shark.
got?
Grr. I still got about a pound left.
Got enough for
Well,
one person.
No, wait, that's
Don't
the good
mind.
shark meat. I got 3.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
All right, so we're making
Well-
camp.
Let's go ahead and set up.
Hey.
All right. Anyone got any fun activities before sleep? Anything they want to work
I
on?
want to have a snowball fight with Tempest.
Fuck no. You throw a snowball at me, you're getting a blade in the face.
I can use my cloak, huh? I'm gonna turn on my cloak and go invisible and just start chucking snowballs at her.
Okay. D20 plus 6 to save you header with 1. You have advantage. So 2 D20.
I am already exhausted. I will come at you.
Plus,
It's cold,
I
and
don't
then
know
I
if
should
that-
fine for the night.
All right. So
I
you're
didn't write
picking
that
up 4
down.
pounds of shark meat. Yeah, that's actually all you need to cook up with this group.
Yep. Now
Well,
that will
with
use up all my
Nick
shark
not
meat.
being here.
Yep. I will use up the rest of my shark meat.
what's the stats on that?
2 D20, you have a plus 6. You have advantage to hit. With a 25, you hit her square in the face with a snowball. Tempest, you know where she generally is.
I fly up.
Hey, Rob.
She can't stay
There's a
invisible
hole.
forever. You know that much.
Not true. Nothing I can do right now. I really can't do nothing right now. That's fine.
Raph, are you working on anything for the night before bed?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and first I'll take a shot of Demon's Blood, which is the last shot in the bottle.
All right, give me that con save.
Save. 26.
All right, you pass, so you get tipsy, but not like totally smashed. And give me the D10 and a D4.
D10 is a holy shit, that was a ride, a 1, and then a 2 on the 4.
All right, that is 1 hour you have the buffs for, and then you're tipsy.
Fuck it. I'll go ahead and start doing the line work on the other arm.
All right, give me a dexterity then.
Dex check, correct?
Yep.
Oh, 14.
14. All right. In that 4 hours, you're able to get the first half of the line work done, and you get another 4 hours progress towards proficiency, putting you at 30 and a half.
Sweet. Just
Pius, anything you're gonna do special?
Fuck. No, I'm not gonna fuck.
You're
No,
not gonna fuck? Do you even
you
have the
transform
parts?
into your female thing?
What'd you say?
I was asking if you're going to transform into your female version, like your
Female
was it a
genasi? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, nah. I thought about it, but
All right,
Do I
man.
have a?
You have
Sorry, go
what?
ahead. Does this cloak have like a? You know how like my staff of swarming insects? Does that have a amount of time I can use it?
2 hours per day. It doesn't have
Oh,
charges.
2
It's
hours.
just 2 hours, and that refills. So
Okay,
you're gonna be able to use it for 2 hours. When you wake up, you'll have the 2 hours back.
so it won't disappear. Okay.
No, it does not do that. All right, Captain. Besides cooking up things, are you gonna start working on that scythe?
Hey, Heavy was working on this.
All right. Go ahead and give me a smithing check. Yeah.
You got what? Plus,
Dexterity plus proficiency.
got the living gloves, yeah.
Yeah, and advantage for the living gloves.
So what does the living gloves do?
It gives him advantage on a specific tool proficiency. He has them for
Oh.
smithing.
That's
Oh,
good.
okay.
That's going to give you proficiency. Let me do this here.
I think you have like a +6 dex, don't you?
I have a dexterity right now, a +7.
Oh shit, you got a 24 in the stat?
I do. I think. 'cause I have
No.
a 24.
You put the
I
+2s and
put-
+4 in the wrong place for all those.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. You have a 7 in strength, a 6 in dexterity, and a 7 in constitution.
Okay.
So, yeah, you got that
Seven.
+9 with proficiency.
Okay. Now,
Plus advantage. Oh no, it ended up in the other dice! So you got a 16 on the better one.
let me re-roll this. Get a re-roll.
Reroll? Reroll!
Can I get,
You
can I
have
get
a plot
spot one?
point?
I have a plot point. Just let me use it.
You have a plot point. You know, you
I
could
did.
just plot point and be like, this is what happens, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, no, I plot point this and be like, this is great. It's not for great stuff.
Just plot point. I successfully get the shit done quickly.
Aye.
Yeah. You're able to get through. You get it all shaped out. You get it set right. And you are able to finish it. You do lose a couple hours on sleep, so it'll either be a little bit of a late start, or you'll get a full rest, but you'll have like a partial exhaustion, so it won't actually kick in until it goes higher. But yeah, you're able to get it done. And Tempest can now have a +2 scythe that transforms into a rifle, as well as just a plain +2 scythe.
Yay! I'm going to bed.
It's shiny.
Here you go.
I'm cuddling it in my sleep.
All right. With that, with everyone going to bed, we will wrap up the stream. If you've enjoyed this stream or VOD, if you're watching after the fact, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. You know, whatever free option is on the site you're watching us. We appreciate you all being here. So, thank you. Have a wonderful week. I love you. Bye bye, Gobo.
bye.
Grr.